Hello, 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 hello. I don't know who's in chat, but hi, welcome. We just chilling today? I'm gonna quickly do our daily while people join. Hopefully everything's okay. I don't have anyone to tell me that it's okay. Just quickly checking. Everything seems to be okay for now. Let's do our dailies. Me? Live? Me? No, never. I don't go live. I was so close to going live on Twitch for a little change. But, hey ho, we're here. This is where I'm used to streaming. Walked up those stairs I didn't need to. It's... Jesus, let's go bad. Eletrin will probably end up joining at some point. I am in call with someone else, but they are currently asleep. Hopefully nothing happens to wake them up. Let's just, get rid of some notifications. I'm gonna server deafen the person in call, just in case. And Broski is on his way home, so we probably will get to see him soon, because knowing him, he will join. Just let this autoplay. There we go. Because you guys should be able to see it now when I'm tabbed out. I think we fixed it so it doesn't just go to a black screen. Hopefully. Hopefully. Folios. We should gather samples. Yada. We're just gonna skip this because I've listened to this guy talk so many times. Where are we going? I'm lazy. Lazy. Can't be bothered walking all of the way over here. Is a birdie? Hello, birdie. We're gonna end up having to fight someone. Okay, oh yeah. Help! Somebody let me stop him! I don't want to stop them.
The wind knows me.
Hopefully, we'll have some shouldn't need to voice act today. Other than just saying the Traveler stuff, because it's story quests. It was before the VA kind of issues. I'm gonna start with Cynos because I accidentally started it. I don't know how. I think I clicked on it by mistake and accidentally accepted it, and it told me to go there, so I did, not thinking. So we'll not have the first little conversation with meeting up with Cyno. But that's fine. We're gonna try and get at least 2 done. 3 if we're lucky. Because I need to get Arlequinos done. So I may just skip Chiori's and go straight to Arlequino's one. Die! Let me just set this. Always nice to get this. We're filling resin as well. I should be able to condense that, and then once I've done my dailies, we can just get straight into the story quest. Where am I going? That went the complete wrong way. I went in a circle. Distracted myself.
Let's do this then.
The wind knows me. Behold.
We're gonna get all of you. And then we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna use Kazuha.
into the wind.
Because I like keeping my thing at 100% when I do this. Oh. He hated me. So mean. There we go. Last one? Last one.
Alright, let's finish this fast.
Cry today. Interest requests always make me cry. We're gonna cry today.
Finish this next time.
Got 2 people watching. Who's chilling out in chat?
Ad Astra.
Oh, at
Thank
least it
you
says
for
that there's 2
completing
people
today's
watching.
commissions.
Thank you for completing today's commission.
Ad Astra.
Ashra Abasak. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. We'll condense our resin. I'll deal with that later. Just jump straight into Cyno's story quest now. Not one of my favorite characters. I can just click up here, I think. Yeah. I don't know if that's what I accidentally did when I when I first was doing this. I don't know if that's what where I clicked and it activated it, which is annoying to say the least. But hey ho, doing it now. I went to the wrong teleport waypoint. Rid of this because it's gonna annoy the life out of me. Here we go. Ooh, it just kidnapped me. There he is. I know.
Do you see him? The old man flailing around?
Oh, is he the one you wanted to talk to about the case?
Correct. His name is Cyrus, a former Spontamod sage. He taught both me and Lisa.
Huh? Cyno's teacher is in trouble?
It's ridiculous. I'm just an old man who enjoys a spot of gardening, shopping, and wine. What sort of person targets an old retiree?
Professor, I've brought some friends.
Yeah, friends. Bye, lady.
Ah, Cyno. Now who do we have here? Hold on, let me think. A flying fairy dressed in white? A youth who does not seem to hail from this land? My goodness. You must be the legendary traveler in Paimon. I've heard all about what you've done for Sumeru.
Wow, looks like we're really famous.
We're really famous
I've
everywhere
told him
now,
about you
Paimon.
before. You are my friends, after all.
Good to meet you, sir. We're here to help Cyno.
That's right. Let me summarize the situation. A couple of days ago, Professor Cyrus suddenly received a threat letter.
A threat letter?
What threat an old man?
Exactly. Who sends a threat letter to an old man like me,
Just
for
said
goodness
that.
sake?
This is the letter in question.
Cyrus, I have uncovered your secret. If you wish to prevent it from going public, leave 10 million mora at the back door of the cafe. Secondly, don't come looking for me. You'll never find me. But I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. Finally, if you dare to report this to the Matra, there will be consequences. Wow, they sure didn't mince their words.
Clearly, this person must be desperate for Mora.
10 million mora, what a joke. I'm just a single retiree with nothing to my name beyond the tomatoes in my garden. Where do people think I'm hiding 10 million mora, huh? In my tomatoes?
There were no witnesses, so currently the letter is all we've got. So, Traveler, Paimon, let's put our heads together.
Ready when you are.
Paimon's ready too.
Paimon
Alright,
is
take a look.
ready to eat.
Do you see
Probably.
anything suspicious? 'Suspicious? 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 '
Hmm. Hmm. From Cyno's description, it sounds like the threat letter. In an envelope, it was simply written on a crude piece of paper and left for Cyrus to find. Paper?
Very good. The paper has a rather rough texture. It's not the typical kind you see in most books.
Another thing is, some of these strokes look kind of blurry. Could there be an issue with the ink?
Possibly. And I bet the paper has something to do with it.
Most of the paper around here is much smoother than this, and the ink is absorbed quickly so it doesn't run. This paper, meanwhile, it's very coarse-grained, almost as if it's made from some sort of plant matter.
It's certainly not the same paper as we use in the academia, but the ink is nothing special. Just regular black ink that gets a blue tinge when applied to paper.
So do we think the culprit has a connection with the academia or not? Wait, check this out! Looks like this part got wet at some point.
Agreed. The staining suggests it was a colored liquid, not plain water. It also looks like it was wiped off with a damp cloth.
A colored liquid, so... tea? Wine?
Looks like we're thinking along similar lines. Let's go talk to Arov. There are some things I'll need him to take care of.
Yes, let's go talk to Arav. Who's Arav? Another friend? A Matra. Okay, it's a Matra. Enter the house of Dana. Where are we going? Okay, over there. I feel like we should be playing as Cyno, but I haven't built him. Oops. We'll get a trial run of him anyway, probably, at some point.
There he is.
Hello, sir. Hello, hello. We have come to
Mama
the
Cyno.
assistance.
Sir Cyrus. Ah, and the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
As such, I'm inclined to believe that the culprit in this case is a student at the academia. Somebody young and strapped for cash. Oh, one last thing. I'd start your investigation by taking a look at the cafes in the city.
Oh, of course! You think the culprit spilled their coffee on the ladder, huh?
They do look like coffee stains to me. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the letter is written on a type of scented paper that has aromatics added during the manufacturing process. The kind often provided as writing material for customers in cafes and taverns.
Of course. Yes, like they sell in the gift shops. I remember now. Zaha Hadi bought some a while back. She said she was going to use it as wrapping paper for a vase.
Understood. I'll assemble a team to investigate the points of interest immediately.
You
You're
have my
stupid.
gratitude.
One last thing. Send some Matra to guard the entrances and exits of Sumeru City. And change into plain clothes. Don't let them see you coming.
Will do.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Boss me
Great
around,
thinking,
Cyno.
Cyno.
I'll do anything for Cyno. I
Where
love
do we
Cyno.
think the culprit's at
And his
right
voice
now?
actor. Voice actor's funny. I doubt they'd go back to the cafe.
Yeah, they've probably been lying low at home waiting to see how Cyrus reacts.
You're right, Paimon.
Really? Which part?
The culprit's approach. Whatever happens, they need this Mora. But just because they warned Professor Cyrus not to go to the Matra, doesn't mean they know what he'll do next. So, like you said, they need to wait and see. And crucially, the culprit said they'd be watching the professor's every move.
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
Found you!
Okay, Cyno.
What are you doing?
You wrote the threat letter!
I don't know what you're talking about. What threat letter?
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relatively well hidden for someone reckless enough to threaten Professor Cyrus. There are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arav. Whoever followed us the whole way was likely to be the culprit.
I was just listening in, that's all. You know something big's going down when Mahamatra Cyno shows up, right? So I got a little curious. What's the big deal?
You smiled when Arav left. I saw it as clear as day.
Is smiling a crime now?
There are coffee stains on the letter. You mixed some coffee with water, gently smeared it onto the paper, then wiped it off with a wet cloth. All to create the impression that the letter was written at a cafe. Closing off the exits to the city doesn't affect you, because you already live here. And as long as the Matra were focused on the cafes, you would be free from scrutiny. The cafe was a red herring all along. You had to be somewhere where you could monitor the professor's movements.
You can't pin this on me! I haven't done anything!
Really? Then why are you shaking like a leaf? The innocent have no reason to fear the Matra. But you, your heart's racing, and your eyelids are twitching. You're a terrible liar.
I would never...
Don't try anything or you'll pay the price. Now come with me.
Oh, damn.
Well, that was over quickly. Cyno already caught the guy.
You're telling me. One minute I go out for a quick smoke, the next minute I see Arav already on his way back to meet up with Cyno. Looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much more than 30. But after what he's done, I'm afraid he's ruined his whole future.
Everyone, it's all over.
Gosh, that was so fast.
Yes.
The culprit's name is Uraka, a 16-year-old student in the Rataoist Darshan.
Huh?
16? Cyrus thought he looked 30-something.
We checked his records. He's 16, a third-year student.
But he looks so old.
Yeah, seriously.
Foolish child. He's too young for the criminal life. What the devil drove him down this path?
We questioned the culprit regarding his motives. He,
Oh, just spit it out. Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Very well. It's our understanding that Uraka is a mediocre student who has been underperforming in his classes. He started taking extra tutoring to improve his grades, but developed a gambling habit around the same time and lost a lot of mora. Down on his luck, he went to the tavern for a drink and overheard some people chatting about Sir Cyrus's comfortable retirement. They mentioned that he's always arguing about his tomato plants with some old woman on the street.
Oh. So he
Some
thought they
old
had
woman
money.
on the street? Goodness gracious. Has that rascal attended a single one of his classes? That old woman is Kasharwar's very own professor, Zaha Hadi. How can he not know who Zaha Hadi is?
Gee.
Is this going somewhere?
Busted.
Oh, right, yes. So another thing. We don't just argue about tomato plants. And what are they trying to insinuate by comfortable retirement? A man grows a few vegetables and suddenly he's living a life of luxury?
Maybe it's more the fact that you have the time to grow vegetables in the first place.
Uraka mentioned he'd heard a rumor, alleging that Sir Cyrus illegally obtained a large sum of money from the desert before retiring, and kept it for himself instead of reporting it to the academia. Uraka believes this money to be the reason why Sir Cyrus hasn't kept up with any academic research or other projects since his retirement. And given your advanced age, he thought you'd be an easy target to blackmail.
Oh, Uraka. I'm at a loss for words.
Big
I'm so angry
mistake.
I don't know where to start.
People
A
make up
big
rumors all the
mistake.
time. I am quite confident that Professor Cyrus has never embezzled a mora in his life.
Arav, you'll have to find some excuse to interrogate Uraka again later. I need you to deliver a few firm
I keep
fistfuls
hearing
to him on my
Uraraka.
behalf.
I completely understand how
Uraraka.
you feel, Sir Cyrus, but I'm afraid
It's,
that
like,
course
really
of action
said
goes against
quickly.
the Matra's principles.
Professor, there's no need to be childish about this.
Oh, come on. I was clearly joking.
Were you joking?
Okay. Where does this go from here?
The academia will determine the appropriate disciplinary action against the student. And as for the individuals spreading rumors about the professor's obsession with tomatoes and some old woman on the street, there could be a slander case here. The Matra will continue to investigate.
Who said I'm obsessed with some old woman on the street? Mind your wording or you'll start a whole new rumor. You seem confused. Oh, don't you understand?
Understand what?
Uraraka is just a young boy who made a very rash and very stupid decision based on some groundless rumor he heard. Besides, I didn't actually hand over any Mora to him. The whole thing sounds a lot worse than it is. All it costs me is a little reputational damage. That's all.
Please rest assured, Professor, that the academia will issue a fair and reasonable punishment.
Yes, I have no doubt about that. But as a former educator, I'd still like to have a serious conversation with the boy's parents. Their family lives in the city, yes?
Correct.
We looked into the family. Both parents are merchants and they're often away on business. They've never taken much of an active role in their children's lives.
Oh, what a mess. You don't have to seal the evidence away yet, do you? I'd like to have that letter back for the time being, if possible. I need something concrete for when I talk to the family tonight. We have to show them how serious this situation is.
The relevant authorities have already reviewed the evidence and are now discussing Uraraka's punishment. You can hold on to the letter for now. Just make sure to return it within a couple of days.
Oh, so you'll be able to close the case in 2 days?
Give or take. Cases like this are quick to resolve.
Very good. Well, thank you for all your help.
Very
Perhaps we
good.
can all go for a meal together. Oh, my treat, of course.
My apologies, Sir Cyrus, but I have a prior commitment. Enjoy the meal, everyone.
Ah, I see. Well, that's a pity. But Cyno, you have to come. You found the culprit at record speed, and I owe you for that.
Good at his
And
job.
isn't Tighnari in town at the moment? Bring him
Yes.
along, too.
Inari.
Wait, you mean Tighnari's in the city?
He is. Tighnari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Kale to the academia to help out on a project. They should be at Nephis's office at this hour. Though I must say, I'm surprised you're extending an invitation to Tighnari. Did you do something to offend Sir Nephis?
Don't be outrageous. Nephis offends me all the time. It's never the other way around. Anyway, hurry up and fetch Tighnari. I'll head over to the tavern with the Traveler and Paimon. See you there. Go on now. Don't keep us waiting.
Gonna get some ship moments? I love ship moments. And they'll have their kid. Where? Wasn't tapped in right. That was weird. Leave the house of Dana. Is it? I should have checked if it was somewhere I could teleport to. But it'd be easier. Be quicker.
Squall Fury.
Is there a waypoint close? Yeah. We'll just teleport, it's easier. And I'm lazy. Big lazy. But it's right here, so we good. We fine. Better up and bring us some ship moments. Oh, they're not sitting together.
Not to brag, but we never had problems like this at Ratawa Hist back when I was still teaching. And if you don't want to take my word for it, you can ask them. They were students at the time. They'll tell you what it was like, won't they?
I was out in the forest at least 4 days a week back then, thanks to a colossal workload from Master. It wrought havoc on my poor tail, so I
Aw.
didn't exactly keep up to date
Tail
with what was
care
going
is
on at
very
the
important.
academia. Most of what I know, I heard from Cyno after the fact.
Professor's become a lot more laid back in his retirement. He used to be far stricter, and was especially known for being extremely principled.
Wow. It's hard enough to stay true to your principles as a normal person. I can't imagine doing that as a sage.
It's a pity Kale wasn't around at the time. I would have happily taken her on as a student.
And then we'd have one more person who has to address Lisa as upper-class woman.
Really? Can't you just call her Lisa? She seems to prefer it when people treat her like an older sister.
Oh, believe me, back when she was a student, nothing made her happier than the younger students acknowledging her seniority.
Of course she did. Lisa.
Whoa, more food? Are you sure about this? We don't want to take advantage.
Oh, don't worry about it. Order whatever you like. And if it's not enough, order some more. After all your help today, treating you to dinner is the least I can do.
I thought I heard some familiar voices.
Cave.
Sir Cyrus
Princess
is here as
Cave.
well.
Brave.
Oh,
Cave. Princess
it's been a
Cave.
while. Zahahadi was talking about you last month. How have you been?
I've been
Hello,
all right, thank
Cave.
you. You're looking
Surprisingly,
very well, sir.
though, I haven't
I'm glad to
C6'd
see
him
it.
yet. I was looking
Have
the
you
other
eaten
day.
yet? Care to join
think
us?
he's C4 or C6, 5.
That's awfully
I
kind
haven't
of you, but
C6'd
I
him
had
yet.
a late lunch, so I'm not really hungry just yet. I'll have dinner a little bit later tonight. I just came to Lombard's to buy some wine, and when I
We're
heard
gonna
some
get a
voices I
brewski joining,
recognized, I
guys.
thought I'd come and say hello. So what's the occasion, anyway?
Gonna get a
Some
broski
sort of
interrupting
celebration?
us.
Consolation, more like.
Waiting for it. There.
You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
We're getting a broski interrupting us. So rude, bruh.
Sounds like things have really gone downhill since I was
I was
there.
going to play the Hoy sound effect, but I still
My
don't know
whole
if
time as a
Ozzy can hear
student,
that.
I've never heard of anything remotely like that.
I can't believe how young
So,
the guy
hoi.
is. What are his parents going to think?
Young people are always more
Hello,
susceptible to
stream.
making
I'm
rash
invading.
and
He's
ill-advised
invading.
Decisions. Their minds are still developing. It's
When do you
just
not
an
invade my
unfortunate
streams?
fact of life. But still,
Um,
this boy has some
when I'm out.
nerve. Just look at what he wrote.
You were
Which is
out.
almost
My
never.
blood boil.
Exactly.
Wow, yeah. Jeez.
I was very close to
I
streaming
will
on
always
Twitch,
be
but then I'm like,
watching you.
YouTube is where I'm
All
used to
your
streaming and I could be
secrets.
bothered setting it up.
And then he just followed you into the house of Dana?
yeah.
If this were my son, he'd get
I
the
thought about it though, I
scolding of
wouldn't
a
need to make
lifetime.
thumbnails as much.
Oh.
Be
Luckily,
lazy.
I'm also an extremely principled person.
Kave! Your order's ready, sir!
Coming. I'll have to get going. Have a nice evening, everyone. I'll catch you all another time.
Bye, Princess Cave.
Here I am. The coffee beans are in here too.
Yep, it's all there.
We can magically just see what's happening
I'll stop
downstairs
babbling
now.
away now. Let's eat before the food gets cold.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I am doing quite dandy. I got all my work done. I am caught up. I am free for the weekend.
Sure. Why don't you go over what you need to do, and then you can be free extra times?
Ooh.
Oh, chew taste.
You never thought
Well-
about it that way,
My
did you?
belly is about to explode.
You see.
Oh, mine too. I'll have to walk home to burn some of it off.
No, I didn't.
Thanks for dinner, Sir Cyrus. Master Tainari and I will bring you some homemade herbal tea next time. It'll do wonders for your sleep.
Well, I look forward to that. In fact, could I trouble you to bring a little extra for the other old folks on my street? I'll be the envy of the neighborhood.
No problem at all. I'll pack some up and bring it over.
Thank you for treating us. Yeah.
Ah,
Free
I'll see
food.
you all later.
Everyone gives a
Better
traveler
head home
free
now
food.
and tend to the crops.
Good night, Professor. Don't let those tomatoes keep you up too late.
Hey, my tomatoes are serious business. I am not about to be beaten by Zaha Hadi.
It's just Cynos.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah, because I accidentally
Stay up too
started
late
it
now,
somehow.
children.
I'm just
I
doing
bid
that
you
one
all
first.
A good night.
Yeah.
Take care. Have a safe trip home.
All right.
I'm going
Now,
for at least
we finally
2,
have some
but
us
hopefully I can
time.
get all 3 that I want to get
What do you
done.
mean, us
I'm
time?
done.
Well,
Uh,
I was talking
You're
with
trying to get all the
Tomari and
keynotes
Kale,
done.
and
Yeah.
since we all have some free time, we thought we could all go camping together. Think
You
of
know
it
what?
as our
Perfect
way
timing,
of
Brisky.
welcoming you back to Sumeru.
Y'all get to stare at Cyno's face
Mhm.
and have entertainment from Brisky. BRB.
Well, I've got a snack. Hi guys, you get snack time me for the next however many minutes Tammy is, because she wants to run away. How is everyone in chat doing today? Hope you're all dandy. And I know none of you care, but I'm eating a Cadbury, what's it called, mini roll? It's a little chocolate bars with a swirled cream in the middle. Because I like cream. You're welcome. Namaste. She's gonna come back and say I'm terrible entertainment. Which I am. That was yummy. When will this bean be back? So long. So long. Just ditched us. Couldn't even be bothered to put her be right back screen on. Just left it on Cyno's face, though Cyno is very tolerable, man. So tolerant. Well, I don't know what the word is. I don't know why she thinks I'm good at entertaining chat. I'm really not. I can blab on, but it's not like I'm entertaining. I'm just boring. Because you guys are all here for Sammy, not me. God, I'll be 20 before she's back. Oh.
The entire time I stayed downstairs longer deliberately just to let you entertain chat.
Yeah. What do you
You're
mean
terrible at your
entertain?
job. 'Cause you
Well,
said
I
that
never signed up as an entertainer.
because you said that that's what I would say when I came back.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason I said it. Auto let play.
Camping? Oh,
Well,
that
I am.
sounds fun. Paimon's in.
Yeah, that really sounds fun. Same to show off my tent pitching skills.
Wait, no, that's my job. Don't take it away from
Is it not
me.
voice acted?
Why
That
don't
was
you
the
and Paimon
Traveler.
help out Master or Cyno? You don't
Oh.
have to play the hero when you're out with us. This is your chance to just, you
Stupid.
know, laze around and switch off.
What was
for
the
a bit.
point where voice acting
Everyone,
stopped? It was after,
Let's
like,
meet
a meal,
tomorrow
wasn't it?
afternoon at the riverbank to the southeast
well,
of Gandharva.
The story quests.
No need to bring anything. We've already packed
Should
everything for the trip.
All be voice
Just
acted
bring your delightful
other than the
selves
newer
and prepare
ones.
to have some fun.
You got
Yeah.
it. We'll be there.
Great. Then we'll see
We'll
you
see
tomorrow.
once we get closer to the other ones. Wait until the next day.
Wow, I need to message Dad.
Wow, you're a dad.
Yeah, unlike Deku.
You're taking you took Deku's dad away from him? That's a bit
No.
cruel. Jesus. You hear that, chat? He took away Deku's dad. I didn't know you were a Midoriya. What does that make me?
Let's head to the south.
Am I a Midoriya then? Oops.
Hmm.
The theme for the games is being announced today,
Maybe.
right? Who knows what Miko's got up her sleeve? Let's go check it out.
Maybe Deku's dad had an affair with me.
My brain just died. Wait, what? I think the game thought I was time skipping for the event, but I wasn't. I was time skipping for Cyno, and it gave me Miko, and I was like, wait,
You
Miko?
think I've got a
Miko's
sharp
here?
tongue? I just
Nah,
don't.
it's not right. She's an Inazuma. My brain. I don't even have one of those. Hello, Kale. See you. Oh, we came from the complete opposite direction now.
Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tents already.
Have to get
I'd
gas
say we're
early.
right about on schedule,
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
Gas? We call it
We
gas.
were aiming to
Fuel,
have them set
petrol.
up before you arrived.
I say fuel up, so gas, fuel up.
Traveler, Paimon, let's go
Natural.
fishing
Well,
together.
like gas and
Whatever
petrol,
we
yeah.
catch, we can grill for dinner tonight. You got it. Dinner's
God,
on
I'm
us
poor.
tonight.
Aww. Hey.
I hope I can contribute too.
Why?
The other forest watchers gave me some fishing
Did I
tips a little
spend
while
all my
ago.
money?
I'm really looking
Well,
forward
maybe
to
you
giving them a
shouldn't
try.
spend all of your money.
Right, it's going towards a good cause.
Me?
I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area,
Yeah.
so I gathered a few for us. I'll leave them here along with some fresh fruit.
Wow, camping with a forest watcher is the way to go. They think of everything. And even if they don't, they can improvise.
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest.
So, how has everything been going for you?
Well, there's been some high points and low points, but we've had some unforgettable experiences along the way.
I see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry. I bought some from the market this morning.
A valuable suggestion. Just don't bury your feelings using food.
There they are. There's the
All I
jokes.
wanted was to recommend something bittersweet.
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
She sure made a run for it.
She got out of there. She made a run for it. Yeah.
Unbelievable. She made a run for it.
Everyone's
So Kale chose the path of tactical retreat. Could it be she foresaw what shall soon come to pass?
little twinkle in her eye.
My dear friend, you know what I am about to say.
Genius invocation time. Isn't it? Is it? Don't know. Let's go!
Excellent! A kindred spirit. A great warrior can sense when a duel is nigh.
Yeah!
But it looks like we'll get told off if we start playing now. Let's enjoy the nature for a while
Dinari is
longer.
gonna tell us off. Birds chipping away the smooth fin running. This is nice. No agenda, just relax and
Uh,
enjoy myself.
So, Sammy,
Yes.
on my post-it note, I've written alert. Sammy's hair bubble is gonna break.
Does this have to be now?
We got a bite!
I can't.
No.
You could have waited.
I'll reel it in.
Everyone's gonna know. My hair tie's gonna break.
Firewood.
Oh no.
Spices.
I
Snacks.
can't even show you
And
because I don't want
drinks.
to break my stuff.
Everything's ready.
That's
Once
so
Ollie
much
gets
worse than your
back, we
PC
can light up
breaking,
the
isn't it?
fire and start
Oh,
grilling.
that was a nightmare.
Oh god.
The amount of times I wanted to stream during the time I didn't have my PC, my laptop wouldn't have been able to handle it.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got it on my desk, so I shouldn't forget to show you.
Cool.
But remind me anyway. This is so relaxing, says the traveler. A very happy face. It's just so nice to go camping with friends. Yeah, it is nice to go camping with friends. I've never went camping with friends, but I'll agree with you anyway.
There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left?
Whatever Paimon says. Because we're we go with the little small bean all the time.
Well, Paimon just thinks the ambiance here is a little better.
True. But it's also the closest to the water. If there are any sleepwalking fungi around tonight, they might stumble into your tent.
Well, that's no good. Take my weapon. You can use it to bar the entrance.
Anyone would think you were sealing the gates to King Deshret's mausoleum.
Excellent. Then this tent will be an impenetrable fortress.
I'm back! How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue? Always.
Food. I love food. Feed me.
Nom.
Mm.
Oh, it smells so good. Paimon's drooling.
Bruh.
Mine's
Thank you.
Someone sure is desperate to eat. I think it's time to add the seasoning. How do you like your skewers? Well done? Medium? Rare?
Wait, what? Isn't that just for steaks? Hey, if it works for steak, maybe it works for other things too.
Medium well for me.
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes for anyone who wants theirs well done.
Well, I'm gonna dig in.
Oh, that was so delicious. If Paimon's stomach had space, she'd eat 3 more skewers. I ate a lot too. Here comes the food coma.
If you're tired, then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't you guys head to your tents? Cyno and I will clean up.
Tonight, I show you mercy. Our sacred duel will take place another day.
Will we ever get the sacred
Good
jewel?
night.
Nope.
I doubt it too.
Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Oh, don't forget this. The Staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Wait,
We get
you
Cyno's
actually
weapon?
being serious about that?
It's a
we
very
keep it?
powerful weapon.
Can I keep
Try
it and
it.
give it to my Cyno?
Paimon can't even lift that thing.
Fair enough.
If you
You
want to
sure you
spend
don't
lots
want
of
it?
pools.
Can I just get it? Because he's
Yeah,
physically
sure.
just giving
We'll
it to
be
me.
fine.
Can I
And
keep
even
it?
if we do get an uninvited
No.
guest in the night,
Why
Paimon
not?
We
Oh.
couldn't
will
take
take care of
Hital's
the
weapon during the
traveler.
event, could we?
Yeah, but we weren't physically given it. Oh look, it's in a dull blade!
Well.
What even is that? That's still a 3-star weapon, isn't it? A divine order
Yeah.
slayer among countless vile monsters.
That reminds me of a parting king of invocations. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. But right now, it's time to rest. Sleep well and sweet dreams.
Thank you, Cyno. Good night. This camping
Actually,
trip
isn't that a 2-star one?
has really relaxed me. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. I don't know, I can't check. In the peace and tranquility of the forest, nature's warm embrace lulls you to a restful sleep. I think that's what that said at the end, but hey ho, Genshin doesn't let you read
I think
things.
they should all be here. Traveler? Paimon? Are you
Yes,
in
it's a
there?
2-star
hate
silver
them.
Could you come
sword.
outside for a sec?
Look at this.
What the? What's this sword doing here? Is it supposed to keep out intruders?
Evidently.
What? Who is it? Oh, what time do you call this?
These voices, I recognize them. Our sword is just right in there.
Paimon's gonna take
Are
out the
we
sword.
meant to get our...
Yeah!
I'm going back to sleep. Me true traveler, me too.
Oh, hey them, Kaveh! What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night!
Huh? Why did they come all the way out here?
Sorry to wake you up at this hour of the night, but we've got a situation on our hands.
Let's get dressed and talk about it outside. Something has come up. And since it pertains to Cyrus and Cyno, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
Whoa, back up. Let's start from the beginning. Huh? Where'd the wine cups go? I could have sworn I left them here after I washed them. Ah, there they are.
I'll have a cup too.
Can you see if the cookies are still on the table?
They are. And so are the fruits.
Oh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few bottles of what Cyno's group was drinking last night.
Do tell. What were they drinking?
Oh, right, I forgot to mention. So, I ran into Cyrus yesterday evening when I went to the tavern to pick up some things. He was hosting a dinner for Cyno, Tighnari, Kale, and the Traveler and Paimon. Anyway, they got a bottle of Lombard's new vintage for the table. At least, I think that's what it was. It looked pretty good.
Sounds like they're all tangled up in this.
You know what it's about, right? 16-year-old kid tried to extort Cyrus. He was asking for 10 million mora.
I heard some people talking about it on the streets, yes. Didn't take them long to catch the culprit. The sages are probably dealing with the case by now.
I wonder what Sir Nephis and the others will make of it. Oh, Cyrus showed me the extortion letter, too. It was crudely written, but the paper had this beautiful pattern on it that I've never seen before. Really caught my eye. Give me a sec, I'll sketch it out for you.
But I was looking at the pattern in the background of the...
Okay, done. Take a look. You see what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen writing paper like this around before. God knows where the culprit got it from.
Interesting. These are all motifs associated with the tribes of the desert.
What? Really?
Take this, for instance. Looks like an outline of a spire, similar to the kind found on some ancient palaces. And the crisscrossing and mirroring here, I recognize that too. It bears a striking resemblance to an ancient emblem, one that hasn't been used in a very long time.
Whose emblem is it?
It's the emblem of the Temple of Silence.
After discussing it with each other, we both agreed that something didn't feel right, so we went looking for you. This was a long way to come from the city. Alhaitham figured you were probably with Tainari, so Gandharvaville was our first stop. But the Forest Watchers told us that you'd gone camping. Then, just as we were heading off to the campsite, we ran into Cyno. He said he was on a supply run. We exchanged a few words, and then he ran off.
Hold on. So what's the deal with that emblem you were talking about? The Temple of Silence, you said? What is that? Should we be worried?
Something's up, huh? Give me a second. Let me get Kale.
Wake the little bean up.
So you've never heard of the Temple of Silence? Well, to put it simply, it's an organization that has existed in Sumeru for over 1,000 years. These days, you can find a Temple of Silence office in the academia. Theoretically, it's responsible for the custody and disposal of information and documents not fit for public dissemination. At least, that's what they tell the outside world. In truth, it's essentially a vestigial institution nowadays. There's an office with their name on it, but it's functionally obsolete. Historically speaking, the original Temple of Silence is said to have been established by Hermanubis, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret and the greatest of all sages. Most of the organization's members hailed from the desert. By contrast, none of the Academia Temple's current members are from the desert region, nor do they use any symbols connected with the desert folk.
So the Temple of Silence at the Academia is just a fake? Wow.
It's possible. The real question is, why? My guess is they're covering something up.
So, how do you know all this? Sounds like some pretty top secret stuff.
Did you forget? He did a stint as acting Grand Sage, and kept the pay raise even after he resigned.
Oh, yeah! Paimon did totally forget about that. So you took the chance to read all the top secret documents while you were acting Grand Sage, huh?
If you're asking me whether I familiarized myself with the documentation in my office, I would respond that that's a perfectly normal part of any job.
So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem of the Temple of Silence appear on a threat letter from an academia student to Cyrus? The student's only 16, and doesn't have any family ties to the desert. So where could he have seen that emblem, or gotten the paper?
You said
All
you
of
ran
these
into
questions
Cyno,
and no
yes?
answers.
Did you tell him what you've just told us?
Yep. He ran off as soon as he heard what we said.
Given that Cyrus is involved, he's probably halfway through solving the case by now. Still, we should try to catch up with him. At this hour of the night, Cyno will probably go looking for Cyrus at his current residence.
If the Academia's Temple of Silence really does exist just to cover up the truth, the sudden appearance of this emblem can't be good, and sure to stir up trouble. We should pay a visit to the Academia.
Yes. As the Sage of Amorta, my master ought to know the truth about their office. You can ask him to tell you what he knows. The more information we have, the better prepared we'll be for whatever happens there.
If this situation is connected to the real Temple of Silence, the emblem has to be part of a bigger conspiracy.
Kale, could I trouble you to send a message to the Core of 30? Tell them to keep an eye out for Cyno and Cyrus. Traveler, Paimon, you two come with me. We'll go after Cyno.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Sounds like a plan.
Cyrus has been living in the city lately.
Let's go.
He rented a place
Let's
near
go
the field
make
so we
the
can keep an
traveler
eye
do
on his tomato plants.
everything.
Then let's go
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay. Why is it whenever we get a break, we don't get a break, huh? 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 This was a break. We're chilling. And now we have to go work again. Which... Risky, they're making me work on my day off. My day
Oh,
off.
Here we
Want
are.
me?
This is the
Want
place.
you.
We might be too late. Looks like nobody's home. Oh, Cyno moves fast.
You don't
If
want to
he
work
was
with
here, he's
Tainari.
probably long gone
Love
by
to work with
now.
Tainari.
I know that voice. Is that Tainari I hear?
Well, no complaining then.
Ah! Professor Zahahadi!
Wow, so it really is you. My goodness, whatever is going on tonight?
We're looking for Cyno. So, he's already been here.
Yes, not long ago, in fact. He knocked on my door and asked if I'd seen Cyrus today at all. I told him the old fool left early this morning, and I hadn't heard him come back. So we went to his place, and would you believe it? He's gone. Goodness knows where to. It must have alarmed Cyno, because he took off in an awful hurry after that. He never did explain what this was all about. How serious is it?
Well, if Cyrus isn't at
Serious?
home... Oh, it sure doesn't sound good.
Professor, did you hear that a student recently tried to extort Cyrus?
Why, yes. When I left the house that day, I noticed he was watering his
What?
flowers in the field in complete
These heroes
silence.
getting
He
dark.
had a piece of paper clutched in his
What?
hand, and he looked lost in thought.
ReZero is getting
I could
dark.
tell something was troubling him, but
Okay.
Tell me what
Good,
it
good
was.
for you, Broski. Good
Sammy's
for
Cyno
you.
hadn't
so
happened to visit him that
real.
day,
It's good
he'd
for
probably
you.
still be holding on to that thing.
An anime he wants me to watch, but I watched the first
After
episode,
seeing
didn't
the
like it.
letter,
He's
Cyno told
gonna
him
try
to
and make me
contact
watch
the
it
Core
anyway.
30, but Cyrus was very
The next
reluctant.
link click
He
episode is
claimed it would
dub.
only damage his reputation. Eventually,
And
he relented
Hanako...
after much
yet.
persuasion from Cyno.
Okay, if
Huh?
dead, yeah,
Nah.
not
Cyrus
yet.
didn't want to report it. Well, that's strange. When we saw him, he seemed pretty okay with the idea of the kid getting his just desserts.
As a former sage, it's
Can we get
possible
more
Cyrus
Sasuke
still has
Minor?
enemies at the academia.
Can we get
That's
the
why
movie
Cyno
dubbed?
was so insistent that he report the matter to the
A movie?
authorities. I was there while they were
The
going
Sasuke
back
Mino.
and forth over
Nah, it's
So
not happening.
Cyrus initially hoped to stop this from going
Ow.
public.
No.
But why?
He only reported it because
We
Cyno
get-
forced him to, which means Cyrus must know something. Silence. What?
Can we get the MHA movie on DVD already? It's been half a year.
it. Oh, dear. What on earth has that old fool gotten himself wrapped up in? Oh, I do hope he's not in danger. Oh, I almost forgot. Cyno left me this letter to pass on to you. He wrote it when he came by earlier. He realized you might come looking for him.
Thank you.
What does it say? Let Paimon take a look.
My friends, this is a rather complicated state of affair. Unfortunately, I cannot disclose more than that. I ask you to understand and accept that I have to act alone at this stage. Don't come after me. We're gonna go after him, aren't we?
My friends,
Yep.
Oh,
this is a
Paimon read
rather
it.
complicated state of affair.
Well, I read it too,
Unfortunately, I
Paimon.
cannot
Screw you.
disclose more than that. I ask you to understand and accept that I had to act alone at this stage. Don't come after me.
Yep, that sounds like Cyno. Thank you, Professor. Please do not worry. We will do all we can to protect both Cyno and Cyrus. Traveler, Paimon, let's head to the Academia and regroup.
This is Cyno's story quest, yet we're not gonna see much of Cyno. Is this secretly Tainari's story quest?
Well, it's part 2. Actually. Yeah, Tainari did have one, didn't he?
I think I went to. Oh no, I didn't. There's... Wait, what way am I going? I fell off the tree.
Search for it.
I can never remember how to do stuff. I should have just went for the door that was there. You know what? I'm stupid about it. I always forget which waypoint goes where. Like, these ones confuse me.
Just remember.
Huh? Yeah. Oh my god, it's not weird for Wanderer to be walking around here. Hello? Hubby? Hello? Hello?
You're here? I thought you were going after... Ah, I guess you lost their trail.
We went to Cyrus's house. No one was there. Cyno got there
I'm gonna go
before us,
check
but
on dinner.
he was long
So
gone by the time we
BRB.
arrived.
He
Okay.
didn't say where he was going?
No, he left us a letter and told us not to go after him.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Typical Cyno. Anyway, some
Really?
updates on progress on our end. I drew the emblem from memory again, but in more detail this time.
Damn, Gavin, you got some skills.
I checked some ancient texts for a similar design. The one I found was a little blurry, but the similarities in the general form and certain details were clear enough to confirm a match.
Yeah, and we're lucky we found anything at all. It turns out the emblem was all but lost to history. We scoured the entire Academia collection, and that book was the only one with a record of the motif.
Meanwhile, Arav managed to get Uraka to disclose his source. The one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled funds was a young man from the desert. According to Uraka, he had a striking presence and was well educated.
Apparently, the two met in the tavern over a game of cards. The guy claimed to be in the city for business as part of a merchant caravan. Uraka was intrigued when he heard what his new acquaintance had to say, and brought up the idea of extorting Cyrus for Mora. The guy encouraged him to go ahead with it, then handed him some pen and paper to write the letter.
I see. So it could be that this person planted the paper intentionally.
So, how do we find this guy? Did Uraka say where he is?
He doesn't know.
I'm
He
back.
claims not to have seen
Hello,
him since
hello.
that day in the tavern. The man gave him
Hello
some tips
again,
on how to carry
Capitan.
out the extortion,
Go
but from
again,
then on, Uraka was
Capitan.
acting alone.
Nephis and Arav have gone to meet the Core of 30 and review the city's entry and exit records. Also, Nephis admitted that the Temple of Silence in the Academia is just a facade. The true Temple of Silence once came to the rainforest to establish a collaboration
The only
with the
thing that keeps
Academia.
coming to my head when I say
But
Temple of
as
Silence,
time went
Temple of
by,
Silence.
The sages gradually became corrupt and foolish. The Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust the Academia
Doing the story
and
quest
ended
is a
the
great
partnership.
thing for me right
They
now.
retreated back to the
Both of
desert
my
about
wrists are in
400 years
agony.
ago. Ever since its inception, the Temple of Silence has been the guardians of King Deshret's civilization and belief system. They traveled throughout Sumeru, sequestering and guarding any wisdom that posed a threat to the people's livelihoods. At its roots, it was a legitimate and reputable organization whose purpose was to guide people towards the right path.
The Academia of the day knew that the split would damage their reputation if it became a matter of public knowledge. And so, they set up a dummy organization of their own to conceal the truth.
Not only that, but they managed to keep up the charade for hundreds of years!
So how did Cyrus become acquainted with the true Temple of Silence if they left centuries ago?
I'll bet that's the question that bothered Cyno. Probably why he went after him in such a rush.
Whoever is behind this, getting Uraka to extort Cyrus was only the first step of the plan. Their true goal in doing so was for Cyrus to see the emblem on the letter.
He must have recognized it right away. That'll be why he didn't want to involve the authorities. He probably hoped to take care of the whole thing by himself. Unfortunately for him, Cyno had other plans.
Since the desert is where the Temple of Silence originated, that is in all likelihood where Cyrus went.
I have to go after him.
Really? Are you sure that's a good idea, with how you respond to the heat? Why don't we send someone else?
I should be fine, as long as I bring plenty of water. Besides, I just can't shake this ominous feeling that if we don't catch up to them soon...
Everyone, I have news from the core of
He's just
30.
worried about his boyfriend.
Master!
Oh, so that's Nafis, Tainari's master? Oh, we're finally getting to meet him in person.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you,
Nice
Traveler
glasses.
Paimon. Several independent eyewitnesses have reported seeing Cyrus
Shane
and
makes it look like
Mahamatra
you're looking
Cyno
down.
leaving the city at different times. Both were heading in the direction of Caravan Rebot.
Very sussly.
I was going to suggest that you join forces with the core of 30 in this case. However, as I'm sure you've already heard from Alhaitham and Kaveh, the Temple of Silence is involved. The Academia has made a number of decisions throughout history that I am ashamed to talk about. It may well be that no better choice was available to them, but those actions are nonetheless a stain on our legacy. I won't attempt to make you understand the Academia's perspective. Now is the time for action.
Now is the time
I
for
understand where you're coming
action.
from, Master. But I'm afraid the situation might be more complicated than we thought. I think we need to keep a low profile, or risk making things worse.
Good point. If Cyrus is involved with the other side, or worse, if he's fallen into their hands, and... Everyone, we have to get Cyrus and Cyno back safely. We cannot afford to lose them.
I just care about
Need
Cyno.
our help? Whatever you need, we got you covered.
Really? Wonderful. You have my most sincere gratitude. Arav and I will
I see where
continue to follow
Tainari
up on
gets
the
his
lead from
haircut style
Uraka.
from.
Kaveh, Scribe Alhaitham, I'd like to ask you to cover the duties of the House of Dana.
Where?
Tainari, you are planning to go into the desert,
there.
correct?
I am. Kaveh, I'll be okay. You stay behind to help Master and Alhaitham.
Well, if you're sure... Okay. But be careful.
Thank you all. Arav, let's go.
Let's go!
You'd better get moving. Don't forget to ask for help when you need it.
Will do. Let's go, Tainari. Hopefully we can catch up with Cyno before it's too late.
We'll look after
Knowing him, he's
Tainari.
probably covered a fair distance already, but we still have a shot. Let's take it.
I'm gonna take a shot? But a shot? A shot. Get it? You get it? I'm funny. Yeah?
Okay, we made it to Caravan Rebot.
Yeah, sure.
Where should we go next?
Thank you, thank you.
Maybe we should ask the nearby
Here all the
guards if
time.
they've seen anything.
Hold on. Look over there.
Is that Dia?
You sure you want to
Hello,
brave the
Dia.
desert alone? I mean, it's your choice at the end of the day, but still.
It's not my first time. I'll be fine.
Hello, Cyno.
Cyno.
If you're really going to go through with this, then at least take our advice. When you're packing for your trip, budget for 5 days more than you plan to spend out there.
Makes sense. Okay, I'll go get ready.
Thought we might find you here. You're trying to
And
retrace
you.
Cyrus's steps, aren't you?
Didn't I tell you not to come after me? I thought I had a good lead on you.
Well, sorry, but we never agreed to that. Why would you go off on your own like this?
Nothing personal. It's just a complex situation. And I'd rather not involve anyone else if I can help it.
Takes a special kind of person to get Cyno chasing them all the way out to Caravan Rebot. But why so coy today, huh? You only gave us his age and description. Why can't you reveal his name? Is he Sumeru's most wanted or something? Oh, also, hey guys, it's been a while.
Hello?
Dia and Candace! So nice to see you. Actually, seeing all of our friends is the whole reason we're here.
You're looking well. Glad to see it.
Thanks. All we have to say to Dia is just thanks.
Candace and I came to Caravan Rebot on business.
Thanks.
We ran into Cyno as he was asking about some elderly gentleman's whereabouts. Some people say they saw him. Guess he stood out as an older guy heading into the desert alone with just a sumpter beast in tow and very few supplies. That's gotta be one heck of a story there.
Cyno, it's okay if you can't tell us anything about the case. But let us know how we can support you. We're here to help however you need. The more people we have working on this, the quicker we'll be able to find the person you seek.
No, it's not that simple. If I'm right, he'll be doing everything he can to avoid us.
We spoke with Zaha Hadid. From what she said, it's pretty clear that he wants to try and solve this on his own. It won't be easy trying to find him in the desert when he's deliberately trying to cover his tracks.
Sounds like this is far more complex than we imagined.
Still, if he started from Caravan Rebot, the chances are that his route took him past our village. You may as well ask if anyone there has seen him.
My thanks to you both. Once this is resolved, I will find a way to repay you.
Ah, come on. No need to get all serious. Just buy a round of drinks next time we're all in the city or something.
That's a deal.
All right, so, you all set?
Yes, we'll handle it from here. Thank you again for your help. I don't take it for granted.
All right, then we'll leave you to it. Just remember, if you change your mind and need some reinforcements, we'll be here.
And don't think you'd be imposing. You can depend on us.
Don't worry, we'll keep him
Yes,
out of
I
trouble.
know. Stop thinking you can do it by yourself, bruh. You know?
Cyno should count himself lucky that the Traveler and Tainari got here when they did. What was he thinking, trying to play the lone hero?
The desert tests the character of all who enter it, and only those with wisdom and courage shall prevail. But take heart. With his companions by his side, no harm will come to Cyno.
Yeah, we'll look after him. Won't we? Maybe?
Hold on. There's a few things I'd like to clear up.
Go on.
So,
Sorry, were you
after
talking
you
to
left
me?
the
I had my
campsite, we had a longer talk.
mouthful. Eh.
No.
Clearly, we've only scratched the surface of the Temple of Silence question.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Doesn't surprise me at all that the one in the
wouldn't.
academia is a fake.
Do you have any connection
Exactly,
with
and
the
I don't
Temple of
think
Silence?
you two would appreciate it either.
I do. I
This
trust
guy,
you're all aware of the
guys,
spirit
she's
that gives me my
disgusting.
power. Hermanubis, the original founder of the Temple of Silence. Due to my unique constitution, I was put through a number of trials in the desert when I was younger. Later, I met the professor, and he brought me to Sumeru City. But my memory of that time is hazy. I can't recall much. It's a good thing that Kaveh noticed the emblem on the letter. Without that, I don't know if we would have connected the dots and realized there was more to this case than mere extortion. I did not recognize that symbol at all. Whether that's because I've never seen it, or because my memory fails me, it's hard to say.
Yeah, you're right. Thank goodness for Kaveh, and for Alhaitham's diligence during his time as acting Grand Sage.
But Cyrus must have recognized it right away, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have had any qualms about you reporting it. Oh, maybe his connection to the Temple of Silence goes even deeper than yours.
I suspect so too. Professor has never once mentioned the Temple of Silence in conversation. And whenever the conversation turns to Hermanubis, and the concept of spirit indwelling. He avoids going into any depth.
Well, speaking of avoiding things, you do realize, don't you, now that we've caught up with you, you're stuck with us for the rest of the way.
I am aware. And I have accepted it. Or
Better be
rather,
aware, sir.
I don't see how I could manage to ditch you en route. So, I might as well accept that you're coming with me.
We were coming with you no matter
We're
what,
coming with you
anyway.
whether you like it or not. So the best option now is to try to look out for each other. Ha!
Exactly. You can't get rid of us, Mr. Cyno.
Fair enough. Then at least let me buy you a drink once we're back in the city.
Works for me. All right, off we go. Let's start by seeing what the guards here can tell us.
Hello.
Mahamatra Cyno?
I'm looking for someone. So I'd like to confirm any recent foot traffic in and out of Aru Village.
We're just gonna go about
A
everyone
man
asking.
matching that description passed by Aru Village not too long ago. He stopped by to load up on food and water and feed his sumpter beast. Then he was on his way.
Where was he going?
Let me think. He took a seat by the entrance of the village for a while, and had a brief chat with the person who came to deliver the water. He said he was headed somewhere near an oasis, but he didn't mention which one. Do you have a map? I can mark out the direction he was heading and the best routes to any nearby oases.
I have one. Mark away.
Mark?
Great.
A flyer?
There you go.
Thank you so much. You were a great help.
You've got a really good memory.
Ah, you're quite welcome. Just doing my job. Best of luck. I hope you find him soon.
I hope we also find him soon. We're just gonna ignore the fact that there's 2 world quests there. There's not actually 2 world quests there. They don't exist and we can't see them. I will eventually do all the world quests. It's just not now. Or anytime soon.
Don't you still have like Sumeru world quests need doing?
And Samara Brusky.
Well, okay, yeah.
Dum. Wait a minute. Is that Sethos? That looks like Sethos. Is it Sethos? That's very bright. Thank you, Genshin. Brighter in my
Hold on.
future.
I see some people over there.
Hello, welcome to chat. I just looked
Do
over.
you think it's safe to
Hello.
ask them what they
Welcome.
know?
Should be. I'll go.
No.
I know, right? It's so pretty. There was one that you could get with an Amazon thing.
Why can't Cyno go
I
talk
think
to
it
them?
was.
What difference does it make?
I think.
Given my background, appearance,
That looks really
and the way
nice
I
on him,
dress,
but this one looks
I might not
really
be the
good
most
too.
welcome visitor here. Just in
I
case.
can
He was
just
a
imagine
fan.
it like it with
Probably
like
better to let a more
Amazon's
natural
It
logo.
was an
handle things.
Amazon logo. I don't know. I can't remember what the promotion was for, okay? I just know that I got the tail end
Hello
of it
there.
and didn't actually.
I hope I'm not interrupting. My friend and I are looking
Sethos!
for an elderly man who's gone missing around these parts. Any chance I could ask you a couple of questions?
Looks like you missed it.
Oh, a missing person, huh?
You
Sure,
can
sure,
get this
sure.
one still.
What do you want to know?
I can't remember how.
I'm just wondering
Is it
if
in the
you've
shop?
seen him.
I think
Let
it's a
me
shop
give you the
later.
details.
There was one that was really nice on him.
So, a silver-haired guy in a long robe, culture type with thoughtful eyes, and he's traveling alone.
He'd stand out like a sore thumb around here.
Yeah, sounds like the kind of guy we'd remember if we saw him.
He's looking behind me.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That guy's looking our way.
Your friend over there stands out a lot, too. Hey, aren't you Cyno, the General Mahamatra?
Yes, that's me.
You don't seem surprised that I recognized you.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, you're the one looking for the old man who's gone missing, aren't you?
I have a bad feeling about this guy.
Someone's on edge. You don't trust me much, do you? No need to hide it. I understand why you're wary of us. Still, you came to us asking for help. Do you want it or not?
I thought you were a group of merchants. Seems I was mistaken.
Your henchmen don't look like much, but something tells me they put up a better fight than most mercenaries.
Hey, hear that, guys? You're my henchmen now.
Suits me, as long as I get paid for it.
Just cut to the chase already. I'm running out of patience.
All right. Come with me. All of you.
I'm with, but where? Yes, where are you taking us?
Don't you want to find your friend? A silver-haired, long-robed, culture type with thoughtful eyes?
You half want to trust
Sounds
that,
like
though,
there's a
but
whole
at
other
this point we
side to
wouldn't really
Cyrus
know
we didn't
him.
know about.
Would
So
we?
you know where he is?
Just
Nah.
follow me. I'll take you to him.
Oh, do we actually? Is he gonna wait or is he just gonna run? Chasing this guy with Wanderer is not a good idea. Bruh. The game just doesn't want to wait. Good thing I'm. Oh. You did wait. You waited as soon as you stopped.
And here.
What? Where are you looking? There's nothing here.
Please step back.
But if I don't want to step back.
Something's coming out of the ground.
What is this enormous building doing here?
And how was it so well hidden? King Deshret's technology?
Wait, so... Hold on, who are you guys really?
Is this the Temple of Silence? So you're a member?
All good questions. There'll be plenty of time to address them later.
So it was just a lot of just random. We gotta go in there. Do we have to keep this? This is an enter. You just entered it?
This is not what Paimon was expecting to find in the desert, especially not hidden right next to an oasis.
Damn.
Ooh, Paimon's scared.
No need to be scared, Paimon.
They must have kidnapped Cyrus. Do you think this is the guy Raka met in the tavern?
Is he secretly a part of it?
What's wrong? Thinking about your professor?
I just hope for your sake you haven't done anything you might regret.
Me too. Hope I haven't done anything to incur your wrath.
This is huge. It's beautiful. We can actually look at the. I can get this one better. Okay, I already have it, so I don't know if it would show up. But the one that I have on Wander is in the gift shop, I'm sure. Unless it was a limited time thing. I can't remember.
I think it was a limited time thing.
I'm just looking around for any chests, but this place is huge. So I don't know if we'll get any. This is one of those places that I would love to physically walk around. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think there would hide any chests in such a large area. Watch there be one and I've missed it. Nothing, not even money can buy. Yeah, that sucks when stuff like that happens. Oh. Just checking for hidden chests. I love free stuff. That looks like a pit of death. My interest of thought tells me to jump. Jump down there and see if it will let me get back out. Doesn't look like there's anything down there anyway. Doesn't look like any doors or anything. Yeah. This place is huge. The books. Oh, okay, I was kidnapped.
Alright, you can wait here for now. I'll inform our leader that you've arrived at the Temple of Silence. Sit tight until he comes to greet you.
So he's just gonna leave us here unattended? Maybe we're not being kidnapped after all.
They can't have been at the Oasis by chance. They were waiting for us. Whoever the leader is here, they were obviously counting on us showing up.
So this is the Temple of Silence. After leaving the rainforest, they hid themselves here?
Hey, look! That guy's coming back.
Don't worry. Someone will come and call for you soon.
What's your name?
Please at least tell us what to call you.
Sorry, guess I was so
they
delighted
knew
to
each
see
other
you, I
with the
forgot to
weather
introduce myself. My name is Sethos. I'll be here if you need me, but I'm not planning on answering all of your questions. Other than that, you can occupy yourselves however you see fit.
So we're free to explore by ourselves?
Yep. I mean, I'm not worried about you running off. Cyrus is here. And unless I've misunderstood, you're all quite anxious to see him again.
He's right. Well, if we've got some time, we might as well take a look around.
We get to actually, like... Oh, they split up. We can talk to them separately. We can actually just go look around. I just want to look around the area. Oh, that it doesn't look like there's anything here. This is like one of those places that if you could actually wander around, it'd be really cool. Be cool?
Yeah.
It's like that VR chat world that we liked, Brusky, the puzzle one.
Yeah.
I want to do that again, even though I already know all the answers.
I never imagined that the true Temple of Silence would be hidden somewhere like this. We've passed through these parts before, but never noticed anything.
That's King Deshret's technology for you, I guess. It borders on the miraculous. Amazing to think that it's been preserved intact all this time.
We should be wary of our hosts. Still, at this point, we can be confident that the professor is safe and sound, so that's something.
You just talk to them, there's not really anything else. Will they say anything really? They just repeat what they just said.
I never imagined that the true Temple of Silence would be hidden somewhere like this.
Yeah,
That's King Deshret.
We should be aware.
The exact same. Go talk to Sethos.
I'm a BRB.
Okay, take your time.
Hey, Sethos! Have you got some time to chat?
Sure. Although, I'm assuming by chat, you mean you have questions for me? I don't blame you. Anyone else would.
Oh, you get a lot of asking you questions?
Not often. The Temple of Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't get too many visitors.
You were the one who tricked Raka, right?
Yes, that was me. Although, tricked is a stretch. He was asking everyone in the tavern about ways to make some easy money. He insisted that nothing was off the table, even if it broke the law. So, I told him that Cyrus had embezzled a large sum of mora from the desert.
So you framed Cyrus for a crime that he did not commit?
No. That's not entirely true. Let me jog your memory. The letter just said that he had uncovered Cyrus's secret. It didn't say what secret that was.
Did you tell him to use that wording?
Of course. Raka was a great accomplice, really. Very cooperative with a little bit of wine in him. Did exactly what he was told. And not much of an original thinker, though. It doesn't surprise me that he struggles academically.
Why did Cyrus leave for the desert as soon as he received the letter?
You'll have to ask him that one yourself. Certain things I can't answer for him. I'm neither judging nor defending him. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem, and it was his own choice to take the bait.
Do you know Cyno?
What kind of question is that? He's the General Mahamatra. Everyone in Sumeru knows who he is.
Right, but back at the Oasis, you can't have known who he was for sure, or you wouldn't have asked him. So, what we're really asking is, have you never seen him in person before?
I've lived in the desert my whole life. Guess you could say I've never had the pleasure.
Ugh, why does Paimon feel like this guy's not being straight with us?
Come on, we've only just met. If I give you all the answers up front, you'll have nothing left to look forward to.
You ever been to the academia?
Nope, not once.
Really?
I have no need to go there. Not when the taverns are full of the Urakas of this world. Besides, we're well aware of what goes on at that place.
You saying you have spies inside the city?
Spies? It's not as clandestine as that. The city gates are wide open. Anyone's free to walk in. You can find out all you need to know just by walking around town and hearing the word on the street.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just the
Ah, here he is. Grandfather, the person you wish to see is here.
Well done, Sethos. Greetings, one and all. I am Ba Moon, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. I know why you are here, and I thank you for your patience. Bring him out.
Professor!
Oh.
Cyrus, are you okay?
Ah!
Watch what you're doing!
Oh, my apologies. We have no intention of causing you distress. But you must understand, Cyrus is of great importance to us. We had to find a way to bring him back to us. Cyrus owes me his life, and to the Temple of Silence, he owes a debt of gratitude. I let him go a long time ago, but now, the time has come to demand payment. wanted to end my feud with this old bag of bones before you caught up with me. But you got here so quickly. Just leave, Cyno. This is a matter between us two old men. You're all too young to get involved.
So that's why you didn't want to report the letter. You'd made up your mind to come here from the beginning. You only left in such a hurry to try and throw us off your trail.
Some things in life catch up with you, no matter what you do.
Things always go in loops.
You shouldn't have come. That alone brought the others.
Cyno didn't make us do anything. We came here for the same reason he did. To rescue you. We'd appreciate you telling us the truth. Otherwise, it seems a little unfair on everyone who had to stay behind.
My secrets are secret for good reason. Bringing them to light can only lead to misfortune.
You're afraid, aren't you? You can't bring yourself to speak of your past deeds to the students you nurtured as if they were your own children. You recognized our emblem because for many years you lived among us. Indeed, you all but became one of us. You knew as soon as you saw the letter that we, not Uraka, were the ones speaking to you. It threatened you only because you know what you did.
Oh, I just got
Your own
back.
guilt
I'm sorry.
convicted you.
Okay.
Oh, I'm very entertaining. You guys are all really entertained, right? Peak entertainment right here on Sammy Luvya's stream. Come on down and you'll be surprised.
I hope you know you're really bad at your job. I'm not
never
paying
signed
you
up for
today.
this job in
No,
the
you
first-
did. You see that signature here on this this contract? Right
What, your
there.
whiteboard?
Right here. You see it? You see that bit of paper right there? That fine print? It says entertain chat very well. I ain't paying you this month.
Do you wanna show stream that contract?
I will once I print it off. And my printer is actually out of ink, so I can actually not do that.
Yeah, excuses.
It's not an excuse, it is the truth.
Show them a digital copy.
Yeah, it's on my laptop. So I had to print it off.
Send it over Discord.
For you, Cyrus, are a traitor.
My laptop is actually dead right now.
Shared your learning
So I will
with
need to
us
print it
and
off.
joined us in our mission to
I'm
revive
putting on
the
charge
You
right
need to
now.
charge your laptop.
to bring new hope,
You need to charge
new
your laptop to
opportunity.
print it off.
But then
Yeah, but
you
I'm busy
betrayed
right
us.
now.
You bargained for your independence with your past
Well,
contributions.
then it doesn't exist.
And
It
then
do
you
exist.
left, taking with you Hermanubis's might and the wielder of his power. We both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave, but that one day, the sands of time will catch up with you. And when that day comes, you must pay the price you owe.
You really know how to hold a grudge.
Hermanubis's might? And the wielder of his power?
Does he mean you?
Professor, anything to say?
The moon is right. I came here once before. He rescued me from the brink of death once, many years ago in the desert. When he learned that I was a scholar, he invited me to come here and revive the might of Hermanubis together. It was a great, daring plan, and one shrouded in secrecy. The Temple of Silence had been bereft of Hermanubis for too long. The strength of its faith and its warriors were waning. Bamoon proposed that we implant bar fragments, shards of Hermanubis, into the bodies of suitable vessels. If the experiment was successful, the spirit of Hermanubis would then dwell within the vessel. Many believers volunteered themselves for the experiment. But we soon discovered that the bodies of grown adults could not withstand Hermanubis' power. In the end, Bamoon offered his own adoptive grandson. One other child was identified as a suitable vessel, and his parents agreed to release him into our custody in exchange for a small fortune. These two children were our only hope for hosting Hermanubis' power.
For many years, the Temple of Silence had been in possession of 2 Ba fragments from Hermanubis. As remnants of his raw power, they were exceedingly rare treasures. The test subjects were sent into a room that had been prepared for the ceremony, and instructed to approach the Ba fragments, whose power had been amplified. If, after some time, this power did not repel them, this would mean that they were suitable vessels. The original plan was for a 3-stage experiment: resonance, implantation, and recovery and observation. The resonance stage went quite smoothly for both candidates. As the 2nd stage began, I realized a decision had to be made. Should we implant the fragments one at a time? This would allow us to monitor the results after the first round and adjust our plan accordingly. Or alternatively, we could implant each fragment in a different vessel at the same time and compare their effects. But as I was deliberating, both Ba fragments suddenly became active. They glowed with a light we had never seen before. I knew that if they were not implanted right away, they would disintegrate and be gone from the world for good. Our two vessels had both displayed great promise by successfully resonating with the fragments. Under the circumstances, the thought of implanting both fragments into the same vessel seemed out of the question. To preserve our faith and our power, we implanted each of them with a single fragment.
Ultimately, I ended the experiment and left, taking one of the children with me.
In recognition of your past contributions, I chose not to send someone to hunt down and kill you both. Your lives were spared, but I have paid a great price for your betrayal ever since. I have always wanted to see you, Cyno. Losing you and your Ba fragment dealt us a devastating blow. We've been in decline ever since you left.
I see. So that's how I gained my power.
Look, in essence, I borrowed your Ba fragment for a decade or so. And now you are seeking justice. If you want to take my life, then so be it. I'm an old man now anyway. But you cannot lift a finger against Cyno. He is the General Mahamatra. Your actions would be seen as a declaration of war against the Academia.
I'm sure you don't remember anymore, dear Cyno, but you've met us all before. You were so young then, when we all gathered around and celebrated the revival of our Lord. You and he, Sethos, you were our final hope.
You'd like me to return my power?
As a follower of Hermanubis, I have allowed this power to remain in the rainforest for far too long. Now, it is time to reclaim it.
That power is not yours to reclaim. Cyno was chosen by the gods. You cannot take what they have bestowed.
You are wrong. Cyno was chosen, but he was not the only one. My child, Sethos, has the same gift as he.
So those are your terms for freeing the professor?
Despise me all you want. My sins
A
are
lot of
my
information.
own. The Temple of Silence is an innocent party. It is because of my foolishness all those years ago that the Temple's glory has waned. And now I must take responsibility for the decision I made back then.
So what you're saying is, the power of one Ba fragment is not enough? You're asking me to return the one in my possession, so it can be implanted in him instead?
Divine power causes great suffering to those who wield it. How do you know that Sethos would be able to withstand it?
He is no longer a small child. But regardless, this burden is ours to bear, and your objections mean little given that you turned your back on us long ago.
Both my heart and mind are telling me that what you are proposing is a terrible idea. However...
Don't listen to him, Cyno. That power is no more yours to give than it is his to take. You have to understand.
I know. But if this is a question of your freedom versus a fragment of power, then... there is nothing to debate.
Sorry to interrupt, but in my view, there are a number of contentions here that still need addressing. Say that Cyno refuses to return his power, and you also refuse to release Cyrus. Then, we are at an impasse. I find it hard to believe that you went to all this effort without planning for that possibility. You're trying to gauge where we stand while keeping your remaining cards close to your chest. Well, my stance is, put the rest of your cards on the table. Then we can have a discussion.
Wait, those ears... So, we have a descendant of the Valukashuna in our midst.
Damn, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Fate smiles upon us after all. Everything we have longed for, Hermanubis will provide. Perhaps this very day we'll...
Oh.
so much. He looks like he's in really bad shape.
Those can just be critical. He must have forcing himself to act strong. Yeah. Maybe he shouldn't have done that, huh? His eyesight must be failing him too. Otherwise, he's Tainari's ears right away. Yeah, they're not exactly small ears.
Pamoon, you...
Take our leader back to his room.
Sethos, you must...
Grandfather, I know what you wish to say. Leave this in my hands. I don't like to drag out conversations, so I'll just cut to the chase. Had Cyrus not stopped the experiment all those years ago, the plan would most likely have been a success. The wisdom of Hermanubis would have been ours. Still, it's no use talking about what-ifs. We cannot change the past. I'm not like my grandfather. The Temple of Silence has a grand legacy and a sacred duty to fulfill. So it's somewhat inevitable for the leader to have an inflated sense of self. But I see things a little differently. I don't believe the temple has the same stature that it once did. Time has worn away at its prestige and changed things almost beyond recognition. So I'm not going to force your hand. You're all free to leave. Except for Cyrus. My grandfather gave him his chance once. And now I'm giving the rest of you yours.
You have courage and wise judgment, kid. Reminds me a lot of Pamoon in his younger years. I truly wish that the temple would take an objective look at the academia of today. You've been to the city yourself. I'm sure you've seen that much has changed for the better. And things will only continue to improve. Why not consider cooperating with the academia once more?
If you hadn't betrayed my grandfather, I might well be open to persuasion. But it's a bit too late for that now, Cyrus.
Tainari made a good point earlier. He said there has to be more to your plan than this, and I agree. All you and Ba-Moon are after is the Ba fragment. The professor will accept whatever fate you deem fit for him out of a sense of guilt. I am the one who has a choice to make. And that's how it was always going to be. Ultimately, you want to trade the Ba fragment for the professor, correct?
I'm glad to see you're giving it some serious consideration.
I won't forsake my professor. Nor do I intend to run from a problem that I must face sooner or later. Give me one night to make my decision.
That works. Then I'll be waiting to hear your verdict, Cyno. Oh, my grandfather still has a fair few things he wants to say to Cyrus, so I'll be escorting him back now.
Are you sure about negotiating with him?
I need to think this through. Everyone, let's meet again later tonight. Until then, take some time for yourself.
Alright, well, don't put too much pressure on yourself, Cyno. If you need any help working things out, just come and find us.
Ayo. Wait until nighttime. But I don't want to wait till nighttime. What's are we on? I don't want to wait. Can we go up here?
Quit following me.
Can we go sit in that chair? I want to go sit in the chair. Can we talk to these people? Nah. I can't talk to any of them. What about her? Up here? I want to wander around first. Oops. Actually letting us wandering around too. Probably not anything in there.
The wind rises.
It's always nice to have a look, see. There's any hidden chests or hidden people to talk to? Nah, doesn't seem like it though.
Too slow.
Whee! He was afraid. We sit in the chair. Can we be boss? I don't think we actually can. We can sit in the chair. Hello, I am Wanderer. I am the new boss. I am the new boss of this insane establishment. I made myself laugh. So stupid. Anything else? We climb the wall. I don't need to climb the wall. Ah. Invisible? Invisible wall here? Seems like there's an invisible wall here. Yep, there's an invisible wall here. Okay. Okay, oh wait. Oh, what does it say? We wasted enough time. Probably could have wasted a bit long. And so that's why I put us in this bit again. I was meant to just change the J. Just go straight away. Yeah. Hello? What is my friends? Hello? Friends?
I've taken some time to reflect on this. If I had to guess, Professor Cyrus came to the desert knowing that he would almost certainly never return. He's a stubborn man who tends to double down when he feels strongly about something. We won't get anywhere trying to convince him to escape.
I agree. My master Nephis says the same thing. Once Cyrus makes up his mind about something, he won't listen to reason.
Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. A few other things come to mind too. You've heard all you need to hear about the Temple of Silence. So on that, I don't have anything to add. My own memories of this place are hazy though. Probably something to do with the overpowering presence of the Ba fragments. That might explain why I suffered from constant headaches and fevers as a child. I do remember having some fleeting moments of profound emotion when vague images would appear in my mind. But I don't recall much, only bits and pieces. I was still young then, and all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. Thinking back on it now, I suppose it was Hermanubis' way of trying to encourage me, even if we couldn't communicate. The power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith. So if the will and might of Hermanubis is a real, intangible thing, and they are its rightful worshippers, then...
You're not gonna give in to their demands, are you? Surely there has to be another way.
Don't make any rash decisions, Cyno. There must be another way.
No. I have no intention of returning it.
Okay, Cyno,
I need this power to protect Sumeru. But the temple has the right to make the final decision over its fate, since it belongs to one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. So I will challenge them head-on, and win the right to wield this power for myself, fair and square.
This reminds me of something Alhaitham mentioned to me just before we left. He said that the Temple of Silence was originally founded by the ruling elite of the day. Traditionally, such organizations are bound by a strict and ancient code of nobility. Kaveh has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them have their own internal rules. They talk about the importance of never dishonoring their tribal bonds, or the rules laid down by their ancestors. I think we could turn that to our advantage. Go back to them with a proposal of our own.
Wow, and just like that, we've turned the tables on them.
Looks like we have the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can, in terms that they cannot refuse. That's how we win this.
That sounds good to me.
Great. And I know just how to start the conversation. Let's go find Sethos. We'll tell him that I know a thing or two about medicine and would like to take a look at his grandfather's condition.
I'm gonna lie. Like, can we bother? How big is this place?
Quit following me.
There's little rooms off everywhere. Hello, old man. I talked to anyone. We can't talk to any of the NPCs here.
Quit following me.
There don't been any chests or anything either.
Too slow.
What's up here? Is there anything? Another guy and a lady. Okay.
Wind rises.
Stop dilly-dallying, let's just get on with it.
Following me. Too slow. Squall and fury.
No. We may only have time to do Cyno's story quest, because I will have to go pick up my mom.
Sethos.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
I mean, I could start upstream again after I get back.
Have you made up your mind?
We'll get to that, but first,
Up
I
to
have
you.
some degree of medical training, so I was
Or I could
wondering
leave
if you
it
might let me
going.
take
You
a
can
look at your
entertain chat,
grandfather.
but that'd be a very
I have
long
no
time.
objections, although we do have
That
our
would be
own
a
doctors
very
here.
long time.
I doubt you'll be able to tell us anything we don't already know.
Plus, you're not very good at it.
Only one way to find out.
Follow me.
No.
Keep your voices down. We don't want to disturb him.
Let's talk outside. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his prognosis is quite grave. I'm sure that your physicians have come to the same conclusion. He appears to have sustained a serious injury in his youth, which has been exacerbated over the years by the heavy burden of work and now by the effects of old age. Regretfully, I must inform you that based on what I've seen with patients in a similar condition, he doesn't have long left. A few days at most.
Yeah. I've known for a long time.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of respect for the man. But you also see things differently. You have a broader range of concerns and a more pragmatic approach. So tell me how we can end this on your terms. Let's find a way to bring all this to a resolution while Bamoon is still alive to see it. That's what really matters to you. I know it.
Yeah, there's no time to waste here. You know that better than anyone.
You know, the two of you are actually in a very similar predicament right now. Both of you have a very different perspective from the men who raised you.
Right. And you didn't create this situation. They did, but somehow you've ended up having to make the tough decisions.
You're right. We both look at this problem very differently than the people we inherited it from. I accept, Cyno. This all began because of Hermanubis. So let's end it with the rite he himself created. Legend has it that when Hermanubis first arrived in Tuletula, he sparred with the city's residents. He and his two companions proved their mettle by fighting over several days, winning the support of many fine people.
That looks like...
That group of supporters were some of the first members of the Temple of Silence, and the sparring matches were enshrined as one of our founding rites, the rite of duels. It's where it all began.
Sounds very fitting. I'm in.
As a fellow vessel of Hermanubis, your ties to the Temple of Silence run deep.
Remember to like
So I will permit you to participate in this rite, along with your chosen companions.
3 against 3. Sounds good.
However, I have some additional terms. As the challengers, you must win all 3 of your fights to win. And Cyno, both of us must put our Ba fragment on the line. The winner takes them both. Letting Cyrus leave with one of the Ba fragments was a mistake, made by my grandfather out of pity. It is a long-standing issue that must be addressed for the Temple of Silence to move forward. I can make no concessions on that front.
None needed. We're on the same page. If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus, and consider this past dispute resolved. If you win, I'll return my power to you.
It's a deal. Then let's meet at the ceremonial hall tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock.
Damn. Okay. The name that was said. Yeah. Like Tele or whatever. Yeah. Wanderer's weapon. Look.
Oh.
Wanderer's weapon.
Yeah.
I knew it looked familiar.
Teletulas, yeah, I don't know how to say it.
Tele's remembrance.
Tele, oh no.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Well, after how that went, there's definitely no turning back now.
There never was. Turning back hasn't been an option for me since the moment the professor slipped away to return to the desert.
You have to win. You need this power, both as General Mahamatra and for yourself.
Yeah, that's right. Besides, it stayed with you ever since you were a small child. Surely that's a sign it thinks of you as its rightful owner.
Both as General Mahamatra and for myself. Yeah, when you put it that way. I've had to overcome a lot to tame this power and claim it for myself. Not everyone could have done that.
Exactly.
Let's not get sidetracked. We gotta focus on winning. We'll help you see this through. I read that wrong.
The Traveler and I will never lose.
And neither shall I. The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that, for a variety of reasons, fell out with the civilization of the rainforest. It's just as Dia said. Prejudice has pushed people apart. But there must be personal factors at work here too. I can't shake the feeling that Bamoon cares for many more things than he lets on. And I don't think that Sethos is any kind of villain. He's just doing what he thinks is best. Tomorrow, everything will be resolved.
Tomorrow. Let's wait one row. A minute? It's gonna be a minute late? Early, even? It's gonna be a minute early? A whole minute, Brosby? A whole minute?
But then when you unpause, it's like 1 second is 1 minute.
Yeah. It changes so quickly. Yeah. That's how I never. Well, I sometimes try to get it perfect, but that's just in my head. Like, I need to get it perfect. There's so many places to explore in here. Like, bruh, there's stairs up here. Oh, this is like a state. Oh.
We gather on this day
me.
to perform once more the rite of duels, with the greatest of all sages, Lord Hermanubis, as our witness, for his power and authority is present in our midst. This is our most sacred of ceremonies, and no disruption from the audience shall be tolerated. It is incumbent upon all to observe the duel with the utmost respect and reverence throughout the proceedings. Representing the Temple of Silence, the Defenders.
Grandfather, you're here.
A rite of duels after all these years. I am surprised by your decision, Sethos.
I know what I'm doing, Grandfather. Just leave it to me.
Representing the Academia, the Challengers.
Ready. We will fight to have our voices heard.
Warriors, take your positions and decide on the order of battle. We come not to debate what brings our challengers here, nor what will become of the defeated duelists.
Of course I'll go first.
The might of Hermanubis himself is at stake here. Now, fight. Fight until the rightful victor is proclaimed.
I'll go first, because when does the Traveler not go first?
Huh? Are you sure?
I'm sure we want to keep our morale up.
I agree. She's very strong. Sending her out first will definitely intimidate the opposing side.
Okay, then you're second.
Sure.
Sure.
We have decided.
So have we. Let's begin.
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
Is that a dull blade? There's a dull blade back. leave it to me. Everyone's chilling in chat right now. Oh, we're just fighting enemies.
You better play nice with her. Paimon will make you regret it.
A little bit too much chatter from the audience over there.
A swift end to the first bout. I now invite the duelists of the second bout to please step forward. When you're both ready, you may begin.
Let's begin.
Let's begin.
Watch out!
Oh, I get to play Steynari as well? Damn.
He drank plenty of water before the bout.
Yeah.
So it should be fine.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Yeah. Can't see?
Can't see.
Keep up.
Hey, I did get my computer fixed. Hi, Cam. Welcome to stream.
One with the force.
How
yeah,
are
she
you?
broke it.
I didn't break it. Broke. Not my fault.
Keep up.
Well, who was the last one that used it?
You broke it.
No, I did.
I'll uproot you.
I'll uproot you.
Nah, her power supply decided to just
Die.
give up.
We thought it was a graphics card, and it
ends
was
the second
terrifying
bout.
me because that would have
We
been
will now move to the
expensive
third bout.
repair.
Duelists, please.
But it was just
step
my
forward.
power.
I'm ready.
My power just
So
went
am I.
nope. It just went
This
nope.
is the final stage of the rite.
There was either too
I
much power
remind
being
you
supplied or
both
too
that the
little,
terms you
so
agreed upon in
yeah.
advance are binding.
It
From
didn't
what?
work.
When
and
you're both ready,
know.
you may begin.
Hell yeah. Okay, I don't even get it back. I don't even care.
Though that does explain the issues with the PC just turning on
Vessel
itself.
of Hermanubis,
Yeah.
grandson of Bamun, the leader.
No, I
of the
needed a new,
Temple
like
of
a
Silence.
completely new.
For many years,
I want to
we
annoy
have kept our
Brusty power.
covenant with Lord Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Desh.
Battery.
And even in our darkest hour,
Don't worry, I know what it's
We could not
actually
Power
see a way
called.
supply
forward.
unit.
we chose
Power.
not to abandon hope,
Battery
but to
pack.
embark on a brave new experiment
Sure,
so
Seth
that
was
we
talking.
might prevail. We earnestly sought Lord Hermanubis' wisdom and power, longing to see his spirit and his light descend upon us. Now, I will fight to become the rightful wielder of that power.
I am Cyno, General Mahamatra of the Academia, student and successor of Cyrus, the Sage of Spantamad. I fight in defense of my power,
So mad.
my professor,
I like making
and
mad,
my
it's fun.
nation. And you.
Yeah, I know, right? I
think you
have
left
so
some
much stuff
things
on my
unsaid.
computer that I wanted to keep.
This is a sacred duel, and Hermanubis is watching. So bare your soul.
Everyone. Old and young. Fit and frail.
So happy. Well,
They're
it was
all
gonna be
waiting
nearly a
to
900
see how
pound,
this duel will end.
a 900 pound
My
repair.
grandfather is a wise leader. He is also known to be a ruler who is
Well,
not
it was
afraid
only
to get blood
150,
on his
so I
hands.
wasn't good.
I understand his beliefs well. And I know
New
what
battery
he
and a little
expects of me.
service.
But our faith has held us back for too long.
Didn't yell at me.
After I grew up, I went to the rainforest once. And I saw for myself the people
I think
of
he's
the
just
city.
giving up trying to argue
Times
with me.
have changed. The people of Sumeru are happier and more
Yeah,
free
I
now
know.
than in the past.
I know, right? It
I
would
thought
be
about
really
this
crazy.
As I stood at one of the tallest
I'm
points
so
of the
glad.
city,
Well, I'm not glad
gazing
that it
down
broke,
at the
but I'm
streets
glad
below.
that that's the
then I
problem.
thought of you, Cyno.
That's what happens
You and I
when you
both
buy a
wield the
second-hand,
same
not
power.
well-known
The lives we
RGB
lead
fancy power
could not
supply.
be more different.
Actually,
Each bar
my
fragment of
PC guy said that he's worked
stands
with it
for
before and
something
it's just a budget one.
Might, glory,
Yeah.
and one of
So-
many other secrets that have yet to be revealed. I once thought
Is this a word
that the
battle or
nature
he's
of our
actually gone to
fragments
battle?
Must be what makes us so different from one another. But maybe it's that you've found your answer, and I am still searching for mine.
I am more than just a warrior. I am my own person.
Exactly.
The name Hermanubis has left its mark on both of us, shaped the course of our lives. We are his vessels, and yet we are more besides. So show me your answer, Cyno. Show me I can be more than my faith, more than the power I wield. Show me the person I can become! Bring it on!
Do we actually have to fight or are we gonna get... Yeah, good cutscene! This is beautiful. I love the Genshin cutscene.
Yeah.
That's all you've got? What happened to searching for your answer?
He's a polearm though. He's a bow user. Isn't he? This is so cool.
Fight's over. Do you yield?
You won.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
I give his glory to you.
The YouTube phone.
I've seen that light. That is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on.
Your phone.
Once a warrior of Tynar,
Nice.
he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar.
I like it.
After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests and led them to the city of Tule-Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence, and from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization. Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tule-Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians.
So we've got Tynarians, Wanderers,
But
Blackfin.
peace did not last.
Everyone's linked.
Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tule-Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our Lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers.
Damn.
With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tule-Tula Tynarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable. The elite of Tule-Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far, far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more. Thank you.
How is it? Do you feel okay?
A lot of people dying in sitting positions and chairs. No.
Oh.
Not the Capitano. Yeah.
Grandfather.
Yeah.
Gather it. I can't read that quickly.
Hey, Sethos. You'll get through this.
I know. I'll miss him.
1 second, Italy.
1, 2. I'm so sorry for your loss.
I guess you were prepared for this. It's been a long time coming, huh?
Yeah, he's been on death's door for a very long time now. I think it was only through sheer willpower that he managed to hold on to this point. At least, he was able to see this chapter come to a close before he passed.
What's next for you?
Per my grandfather's last wishes, the Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanupis fragments. That entitles you to be our new leader, Cyno.
But that's never going to work, as I'm sure you realize. I'm the General Mahamatra. I am needed back at the Academia. I did foresee this possibility, and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, records, and environment here. As such, I am ill-suited to be your leader, Sethos. I believe the honor should go to you. Were it not for this duel, or indeed if you had other intentions, the Ba fragments would most likely be in your hands by now. I'm sure Bamun never meant for anyone but you to be his successor.
You really think so?
I do.
Still, I didn't think Bamun looked very surprised by the final result. Perhaps he had an inkling that this would be the way things end.
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments are with me now, I guess I can call the shots. Sethos, I would like you to succeed Bamun as the new leader of the Temple of Silence. You are more suited to the role than I, and I have complete faith that you will be an excellent leader. Just think of it as doing me a favor.
But doesn't that render everything that we've been through up to now meaningless?
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends, which means that the Academia and the Temple of Silence will become partners once more. That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself, times have changed. You have to believe that things can change for the better here at the temple too.
I will try. To be honest, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamun's intentions from the very beginning was just to create enough pressure to force us towards a duel. That way, no matter who won, one of us would have to surrender our Ba fragment, and the power of Hermanubis would be concentrated in one single person. Had you won, the Temple of Silence would have doubled its strength. And were I to win, he correctly anticipated that I wouldn't suddenly drop everything to become the leader of the temple, much less integrate the temple into the Academia by force. He knew that the temple's future would depend not just on the guidance of Hermanubis, but the support of the Academia too. So he made it his responsibility to ensure his successor would be free from the burdens of the past. His plan meant that whoever ended up succeeding him, they would have an easier time interacting with the Academia. With one single letter, he lured out the professor. No matter what happened after that, it would result in a net benefit to the temple.
And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these trivial details. You're absolutely right. Grandfather and I considered this from every angle. We had to find a way to mend our relationship with the Academia. In that sense, the right of duels was just a means to an end. Thank you for everything, Cyno. As a gesture of our gratitude, to those that you and Lesser Lord Kusanali deem worthy, I will grant the honor of access to the Temple of Silence for their pursuit of knowledge. The Temple of Silence has a wealth of information on King Deshret's civilization, more than any other organization in existence today. In times when you need information that only we can provide, we
Okay,
will
I'm
be
back.
here to support you.
Hello.
But you must be exceedingly careful with your selection
Hello.
of candidates, lest you lead humanity to repeat the same mistakes. By the way,
Hello?
Tainari, my grandfather was so happy to see you.
Hello.
You are a descendant of the Veluca Shuna, and we are the heirs to the will of Hermanubis. The story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tainarians and appointed him as his familiar. He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tainarian companions. They always stood by each other, from the founding of the Temple of Silence to the fall of Tuletula. The Tainarians who left Tuletula joined their human counterparts in the rainforest. A few centuries later, when some of the group returned to the desert, many of the Tainarians chose to stay and put down roots in the rainforest. In all likelihood, those were your ancestors.
How fascinating. My father once mentioned that I was named after the Tainarians, but I never knew that my forebears had such a history with the Temple of Silence.
I like this story.
By the way, has anyone seen Cyrus?
Yes, Cyrus. You'll probably find him in my grandfather's room. He wouldn't show it in front of me, but I think he still has many fond memories of my grandfather.
If it's true that you and your grandfather really planned for everything to turn out this way, then I guess he didn't really resent Cyrus as much as he appeared to.
Who knows? Perhaps all of us. You, me, and Cyrus. We're all just pawns in my grandfather's plan to set things straight. He was awful like that.
Someone's got to make the decisions when history is at a crossroads. I will make a detailed report on all of this to Lesser Lord Kusanali, and arrange for an official delegation from the Academia to come and meet you in the desert. I'm sure you'll have lots to attend to in the days ahead. But once things return to normal, please come and visit the rainforest again. You should stay for a few days this time, and start to build some relationships. If we're going to work together, both sides have to get to know one another better.
I will. All right, well, bye for now, everyone. I'll be seeing you.
See you soon. Come hang out with us anytime.
Best of luck, you. We have to leave now. Wait, wait, where do we have to go? Oh, go back to the Academia. Can we say hi to Sethos first?
Grandfather, we did it. We achieved what we set out to do. From this day on, the Temple of Silence has the chance to work with the Academia once more. Real change. Real opportunities. They are now within our grasp.
Oh. That's sad. Bye, Sethos. For this waypoint? No, it's not this waypoint. My brain dies for these waypoints. On it, Catherine. These waypoints can be confusing sometimes. I'm just gonna follow the sparkly magical lane. It'll take me a long way, but hey. Oh, loopy loopy, look at
Yeah.
loopies.
Quit following me.
It loops right around itself. So many doors.
What were you thinking gallivanting off into the desert alone at your age? What if you take the bucket, hmm? You told not a soul what you were up to, designated nobody to handle your affairs, and left everyone scrambling frantically to try and figure out how on earth to clean up the colossal mess you'd made.
Oh, please, will you stop your yelling? What other choice
Someone's
did I
trying to
have?
join. Hello, Sonny.
What do you mean, what other choice? Do you mean to tell me that after all your years of learning, and sagehood no less, the only idea you could conjure up in that white-haired walnut of yours was to shoot off into the unknown like some hot-headed 20-year-old adventurer? A one-man suicide mission, hmm? That's the best idea that one of the finest minds of a generation could come up with, is it? It astounds me that you survived the journey, and you're lucky that Ba Moon didn't finish you off when you arrived.
All right, all right. Honestly, the way you're going off on me, it's like you wish you'd been there to lend him a hand. Does it mean nothing to you that I'm your colleague and former classmate?
I've got nothing more to say. What's the point of berating an old bag of bones?
What do you mean, bag of bones? I'm a flesh and blood hero who, despite his old age, saved our General Mahamatra from being stripped of his powers. Okay, look. Fine, I admit it, I was in the wrong. How can I make it up to you? What about, a month's work at the Academia?
1 month? Try 3.
Inari's master is really laying into Cyrus. Let's give them a wide berth.
Tana didn't run away for a minute to go grab a snack. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we're too young to get involved.
Professor brought this on himself. Don't pay any attention to him.
Wow, I haven't seen Master get this riled up in a long time. The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was still a student.
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them the situation's resolved. Want to come with me? We can go for dinner afterwards. My treat. You in?
Makes sense. I'm in.
Free food is free food, always. Yeah, always happy to help.
Paimon's coming too, let's go!
Paimon, when do you not go when there's food involved, huh? Like, let's be real here. Can we go talk to them? Can we go listen to what they're saying?
You'd better start packing your things. Report for work first thing tomorrow morning. I'll be waiting for you.
What about my allowance? Oh, and is lunch covered? How about dinner?
Don't push your luck. Let's not forget who is compensating whom here.
Hey, man's gotta eat. Help me figure out something for lunch at least. I'm counting on you.
I mean, food is food. People do need to eat, but you screwed up, mate. You're not gonna get any free food. You're gonna have to work for it, you know? I should make Broski work for his food. Yeah?
What?
Is Madame Fazarazan?
You're back! Well, look who we have here. Would you mind explaining to me what has been going on this past few days? I heard you all ran off into the desert and got embroiled in a major catastrophe.
All taken care of.
That does not answer my question. How could you be so careless? That goes for you as well. Yes, and you too. When you run into problems, you really ought to ask for help, you know? I've been around the block. Don't you think it would have made sense to involve me? And let's not forget, I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Now would not be a good time to attempt to argue with Farazan.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear? Because if you don't,
Kale, please do something.
He's giving me the signal. All right, guess it's time to play my ace in the hole. Say, Madame Farazan, I can see you're pretty upset. But, I was just wondering. Remember that time you offered to give me a tour of the academia? Does that offer still stand?
Huh? Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands. Come on. Madame Farozan will show you around the old classrooms.
Poor
is this?
Kale getting dragged off like that.
Distract
Also, check out Farozan
Farozan?
acting like some sort of official academia tour guide.
Kale, cup.
Huh? What? Oh, right!
What do you mean, cup? You need a cup. I can get you a cup.
Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Tainari and I used it while we were in school, and it's become something of a family tradition now.
Aw, the family
kinda fun.
tradition.
Mhm.
Two boyfriends and their
2
kid.
people left. Let's bring them along too.
Are we following Cyno?
Too slow.
Are we getting Princess Kave? And Alhetium.
Princess Kave.
Princess Kave. Hello, Princess Kave. Hello. How is the beautiful Princess
Am I
Kave?
hallucinating? Or do I see Kave and Alhaitham engaged in diligent studying?
We're just reorganizing all the books we used. Look, there's a whole mountain of them.
There's no rush. Nobody reads these books anyway.
My sincere thanks to you both.
Yes, with your help, we resolved the issue rather swiftly and painlessly. And the outcome was better than we could have hoped for.
I see. The Temple of Silence resorted to rather unique means of self-preservation. It explains how they managed to remain hidden for so many years.
And it sounds like they managed to preserve a whole load of ancient documents as well. I'd love to go check those out if I ever had the chance.
That day will come. The Temple of Silence is a hugely important organization, and we'll be sure to maintain good relations with them in the future. Now, as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to treat everyone to coffee.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds great. Although after the last few days, I don't know if I can handle another coffee. But I can just order something else.
Sure. Let's go.
Go to the cafe. The cafe, broski, the cafe.
The cafe. The cafe.
Wait, is the map still telling me about Cyno? Okay, sure. Why not? Look at a Cyno picture. Hello?
Too slow.
Enter the cafe. Hello?
And then the Traveler just pounced on their opponent and knocked him right out cold. Then there was Tainari. He put up an amazing fight too. We ended up winning all 3 bouts. Whoa. Part of me wishes I'd been there to see it, but I'd have been biting my nails off worrying about you guys.
A truly edifying account of the events. Bereft of detail, but it has livened up the room all the same.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The Traveler just pounced and then waved their sword like this, then spun around and blocked.
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him. That's very dignified of you, Cyno.
Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true champion.
I got to be a champion too for once. I've not sparred much with desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience.
Venue was pretty impressive too. Very ceremonial affair.
Yeah.
It was really pretty.
Huge place. It felt like something right out of an epic poem. Imagine this. It
Here's
was
around the
like there
corner,
was-
and why is it looking around the corner?
Maybe save that one for
Or is
later.
it just
Paimon?
showing us scenes of
Desserts
stuff?
here.
Oh, okay. It was just showing us stuff. I'm not even gonna try to read that. Genshin doesn't let me read it anyway.
I think that'll do me for today.
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home? We should probably finish putting all those books back.
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
Bye, boys.
I should get going as well. See you all later. Make
Oh,
sure
hey,
you get
come
some
look
good
after your
rest
pretty
tonight.
princess.
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work processes. So, I gotta dash too.
Bye,
Polly's come a long
Collie.
way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people these days.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never stop learning.
Yeah, true.
That was good. It feels like everything's finally wrapped up now. Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a job well done. And also, those desserts Cyno got, they were really good. Paimon definitely needs more of those in the future.
When do you not need more food in the future, Paimon? Then let's come back again sometime.
Do you three have anything planned for the rest of the day? If not, would you come somewhere with me?
Sure. Where are we going?
That's a secret for now. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Okay. I think I can guess what you're talking about. It'll definitely be a nice surprise.
Well, now Paimon's curious. Come on, let's go.
Where are you taking us, Cyno? Up. It's up. This one. Taking us up.
Following me.
Oh. Is on a tree branch?
Been a while since I last made my way up here.
Wow, look at this place! We're so high up!
Need any help?
Don't underestimate me. I'm actually a tree climbing champion.
As you wish.
It's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view! We're so high up, we can see for miles!
Traveler,
Yeah?
turn around.
It's pretty. It's beautiful.
This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my best friends.
Aww.
When I was
We're
a student,
Cyno's best
I
friend.
used to slip away and climb up here all the time. Just
Aww.
to clear my head.
Aww.
I was quite young then, and I hadn't made too many friends yet.
Aww.
Back then, I had a lot of the same questions that Sethos was asking. Who am I?
Did you see the
Why do
latest
I have this
Minecraft
power?
movie trailer?
Yeah, I
And
did.
what should I be fighting for? Our gifts
It
help
looks
us to find
quite
the rightful
good,
place in the
actually.
world.
I'm looking forward to it.
That was my experience.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
Someone's
Sethos
probably
will
gonna go
figure
see it in
things out
cinema
his own
before I
time,
even get
too.
to see it, though, aren't ya, Mister? I need to watch everything in the cinema.
Yeah. I feel like my mum would enjoy it as well. I showed her the trailer before this one, and she said it didn't look too bad.
Damn. As long as Hermanubis.
She'd only watch it because of the actors.
Yeah. Endures. You will remain inexplicably linked to the Temple of Silence.
You two really are like brothers.
We're like, bro.
I
I'm
feel
a.
the same way.
What? We're like brothers. You should probably say siblings, not brothers. Or are you talking about Sathos? I misunderstand. My brain's broken. Sathos is good. I like Sathos. You're one tough cookie, Cyno.
Of course. I see no need to be humble when it comes to the facts.
I
They
still
could be
remember
brothers,
one
though.
time when we came up here to chat and do our homework. Cyno accidentally dropped a fruit. Luckily, he has fast reflexes, so he caught it just in time.
That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip through my fingers again.
Those were good times. I kind of miss the student life.
You know, Paimon really shouldn't be able to imagine Cyno doing something like that, but for some strange reason, the mental image is coming through clear as day.
Then make it stop.
Make it stop.
There's somebody there. It's Professor Cyrus. You guys carry on without me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Where are you going? Oh, bye.
Hey, you're not supposed to jump down. Be careful.
Oh, yeah, we're Cyno. Yay! Whee!
Oh my days. I can't believe how stupid I look in this one.
Professor, what are you muttering to yourself about?
Cyno, just the man I'm looking for. Guess what I found in some old notebooks?
Some old photos?
Aww.
Can you believe it? This notebook was just sitting in a pile of odds and ends in the Sage's office. I must have forgotten to take it with me, and no one's touched it since. It was still right there. I was at the Academia earlier to discuss my workload with Nephis. I swung by the old office to have a look around and just happened to cross it. Well, time flies. Look how tiny you are in this picture. Still a kid.
You look quite young yourself in that one. Ah, it's this one. I remember that. Lisa took it, didn't she?
Yep. Looks like her work, all right. Who else could have found just the right angle to make me look so unbelievably hideous?
And this one. Looks like we're both dozing off.
Oh, cheeky girl. Taking secret photos of us without our knowledge.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like what? Like, these are good photos, aren't they? Hey, at moments like this, I hardly know where to begin. I can't pretend I'm a good person. But Moon had every reason to despise me. And well, so do you if you feel the same way.
Don't be ridiculous, you old codger.
Is that not what you wanted me to say? Oh, I've dreamt of that place many times after leaving the desert. Sometimes I've dreamed that I was doing research with them again. And other times, I dream of the day they saved my life. Oh, it was one of the happiest times of my life. We all learned so much from one another. You've matured so much over the years, Cyno.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the non-answers you just gave. So, I will do the right thing and keep my mouth shut.
Good thinking. Take your own advice next time. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? I thought heroes were supposed to be gracious. Hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier?
Lisa strikes again. Just how many did she take?
Look how cute you were when you were little. I remember how well-mannered you were back then, too.
Yeah, and look how serious and professional you used to be.
Oh, I can't compete with you anymore. First you get better than me at the deadpan jokes, and now you're besting me at those little quips, too.
Don't say that. I still have a lot of respect for you.
Huh, that's more like it. Hey, what would you say to meeting up with Lisa again sometime?
I'd like that. Let's find a time and pay her a visit in Mondstadt.
All right, I'll add it to my schedule. Let's go next week. Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Zaha Hadid.
Or you could find a real hobby, Professor.
Aw. Go see Lisa now. So I can say, oh, there's a Lisa for a broski.
No.
Yeah? Didn't you love Lisa so much?
No.
Yeah? Oh my god, I can make
No.
Lisa come visit them. Wait, I got this. Wanderer, give me your spot a moment.
Here, let me...
Lisa is here! She has come to visit her.
How much do I have to pay Hoyo to remove Lisa?
I can't make her just look. She has to look at you. Hey, it's a happy little family. Yeah. Okay.
How much is Hoyo as a company?
I
Okay,
would-
so if I have 23 billion,
This
I can
better
buy
be
the company and then tell them to remove Lisa.
That's not gonna happen, and we know it. Yeah. From my knowledge, all of these should be voice acted up until maybe Mizuki's one. Because that one's obviously just new. So hopefully we should have 5 more fully voice acted story quests. Though I do not have time to do another one because I was hoping my mom was getting brought home today, but I texted her and I had to go pick her up, so I don't have time, and I don't know how long I'll be, or I would have left Broski here. Not that he's good entertainment.
Everyone, it's bad news.
Bad news.
You're ending your stream.
Oh no.
My permanent research location.
I might come back, and stream again.
I always come back.
But I may do it on Twitch.
Ooh, look at you.
I would multi-stream, but Hey, what do you guys have to
Great
say?
view today. This atmosphere calls for a joke out of left field, to catch the listener unawares.
Is that all? What about Sarah?
Time has passed too quickly. The children have all grown up. But it turns out grown-up kids are no use. When Nephis comes after me, Cyno still can't do anything to protect me. Oh, that boy.
Oh, that boy. Give me a domain to do. We have time to do the to use my condensed. I have 5 condensed resin. Give me a domain to do.
Zhao's.
Of course. Well, I'm not even surprised, to be honest with you. I'm really
Why not
not.
smash him?
Could have chosen anyone else. But no. Zhao.
Yeah, my sexy man's.
Ugh. I roll.
Treat him right.
How many times am I doing it?
How much resin?
I have 5 condensed.
Okay, 2 into Zhao's. No, 3 into Zhao's, 2 into Goose.
Hang on. I didn't hear what you said. Sorry? Who's?
3 into Zhao's, 2 into Coonies.
Okay, so just our boys, basically.
Uh-huh.
Typical. That is one into Zhao, and I didn't even get his set.
Oh. I think you need to be more lucky.
Huh.
If only we could all get more lucky.
One with nature. That's far enough. Upon the game.
That is 2 into Zhao. What do we get this time? We got a locked piece that I don't have faith in. Because that crit damage is a bit too low for my liking already. And we got a geo damage goblet with defense, defense, and attack.
That feather needs to go into crit rate.
Wait,
It's
that actually could be good though, couldn't it? For a geo character? It's got both defense on it.
Oh yeah, it could.
I'm actually gonna lock that. Because a lot of geo characters need their defense. I mean... who is it I'm thinking of? Albedo? I mean, his off-piece...
Oh, baby.
Well... His geo damage off-piece has crit rate and crit damage on it.
Al baby.
El baby? I think I did okay on his build, actually. Considering. I just
my old baby.
He's my old baby. But that's what I call him, and you stole it from me, so...
Everybody stand back!
Into the wind.
No, I took it from TikTok, actually.
No, because I said it before anything. I always say it. I just used everyone's all other than Chi-Chi. Die, potato! Die! There we go. There you go, 3 into Zhao. Is he happy?
Yeah. Well, you got 2 potential pieces.
And a Hydro damage goblet that could actually have potential as well. Okay, and then the last 2 into Wanderburst.
Yeah.
Where? That's the event. Where?
Yeah, 3 days to do that one.
2, actually. But I'll probably do that later when I get back from...
Yeah. You're gonna pick at your mum.
I'm gonna pick her up. Probably get some food.
Guys.
I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Food? Or you're just gonna look at the food?
I'm just gonna look at it.
Can you, like, inhale food by breathing it?
Hey, broski.
Yeah.
I haven't come across this problem in a while.
Are you full?
I'm full again.
I think we took it for granted that they raised the cap, and we didn't hit it for a while. And now we're hitting it again.
I was hitting it before they upped it. Like, I was hitting this...
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm building Kirky. Let me do it for my character menu, so I can see who I'm building. I'm building my Kinich team at the moment, so do I have any Kinich pieces? Let's level up this one, see what it goes in. What are you adding? Defense, typical. What you're going to go into? Crit rate, surprising, but sure. What's the last one gonna go into? I'm actually really surprised it went into crit rate. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
But it didn't go into crit damage at all, so I think he would lose a bit of his crit damage. Like, a bit of it. So I'll leave it for now. Do I have any other? You know what? Let's look at the people I have on my... So, we'll look at Cookie. What does Cookie have? We'll set the filter. What do I have on her? Wait, is recommended that? Wait, what's her? Field of Dreams? Okay. Okay, I see you. Let's see what 13 pieces I have of that. Nothing. Basically nothing. I mean, that one could probably be okay. I mean, I think I have these on her because the way I was building her. Let's just enhance this. I'm trying to get rid of a little bit so I can just do both of these without worrying about it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's it gonna go into? Crit damage, okay. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna leave that. Can't be bothered waiting. I got... That's... no. One more time!
One more time. We're gonna celebrate.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! The wind knows me. Behold!
I love this domain. It's an animal damage increased domain. And my two mains are animal boys.
It's a perfect match.
I got 3. One's locked? Hello. You have potential, my friend.
You've
Though it's
got
gonna,
potential.
Though it's gonna be really difficult to beat the flower I already have on him. It would have to come out perfect for me to be changing it.
I think a lot of our pieces need to now come out perfect for them to beat any of our pieces.
Like, can you argue with my Wanderer's Flower? Like, look at this. Can you argue with this?
I mean, wait,
It
no,
can
no, not really.
be better, but it would need to be perfectly better. In our luck, that's not gonna happen.
Like, the only way that could really improve is if the defense was like ER or EM.
Maybe, but I don't even use either of those. I don't use my alt, so. Oh, the feather will also be really difficult to change. That needs to be perfect as well. My sands, mwah, can't argue with my sands. My animal damage goblet. You see this? I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this any better. Yeah, there's no crit rate on it.
I think you could.
But
I think you could get defense on it.
No. I'd rather the HP, because that helps him a little bit. Because he gets hurt. And my, my circlet. The only piece that I'm trying to upgrade at the moment, because I can't stand the defense on it. But it's better than the one
Yeah, but it only went into it once.
Yeah, but it should have went into crit damage the entire time. Yeah. So it's gonna be really difficult to up my Wanderer's pieces. Who else? Who else would be really difficult? My Bennett's broken. I don't want to change his build.
It doesn't look broken, but it is broken.
Somehow I broke him. Let's go to my logout spot so I can end the stream because my alarm to pick up my mom literally goes off in 4 minutes.
I mean, I gotta do your outro.
You can do my outro.
Or do you want to do it?
Nah, you can do my outro because you like doing it so much.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It may get me too excited.
We're live, Brisky. You can't cut these stuff out. This is the parts of stuff that you guys don't normally hear. He's like this all the time. I can't stand it. He cuts it out in videos.
Pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy
Well, at least I have
silence.
some courtesy in the videos.
I suppose.
Okay, well, Sammy's gonna leave everyone because she has to leave and go get her mum.
I could leave the stream going because I'm pretty sure my mom texted me that it's just her, but I don't know how long I'll be because we might go get food on the way home. I have to end.
Yeah. But yeah, she's going to end stream. I hope everyone enjoyed the story quest with Cyno. I hope you enjoyed all the dad jokes and...
Wasn't actually that many dad jokes. It wasn't enough for a Cyno story quest.
Cephos, yeah, he was great. I don't even know what happened, but he was great. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, where is Cephos?
But yeah,
in my list. There he is.
There he is.
He has no pieces. I'm so sorry, Cephos. I should recommend
But
it.
yes, make sure to go down into Sammy's description and check out all of the people down there. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this stream because it lets Sammy know that you want to see more of this.
Even the wind cannot.
Other than that, Sammy may be back later, maybe on Twitch as well, so keep a lookout for that if you're curious.
If you're curious, though.
If you're in her Discord, I'm sure you'll post it there. I'm guessing.
Maybe. That's if I stream. I might not. I might leave it.
Yeah, she may not. But yeah, other than that, thank you everyone for coming, and we'll see you all later.
Yay! I like making him do my
You can do
outros.
the
I think
bye-bye.
it's funny. Go give Brusky some love and support. He deserves it, as well as everyone else in the description below. Give them all some lovin'. Yeah? I think our bloopers channel is down there too. No, we posting it.
Give our own channel some love.
Give our actual other channel some support and some love. It only has, I can't remember how many subscribers, but it doesn't have very many.
It has, it's not down here.
Is it not down there? Okay. Well,
No.
I'm gonna get copyrighted if I let my alarm play, so I'm just gonna turn that off.
Well, Sammy has to get out of bed, bitch, go to her house and get
There's
her
no
mum.
need to exchange
Yes,
pleasantries.
So, once again,
It's rather
thank you all for
pathetic to
coming,
force
and
a
we'll see you later. Bye-bye!
Silence.
Bye! Bye 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 bye.